What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. We got some Toronto Raptors versus the Indiana Pacers tonight. Raptors just came off the biggest comeback in franchise history against Dallas the other night. It was down 30 points in the fourth quarter, came back and won the game. So right now, it's in the first quarter, 5 minutes and 39 seconds left. In the first quarter, it's 19-9. Raptors with a slow start again. They're down 10 points, but after coming back from 30, we can say never count these guys out, right? So thank you all for joining me. My man Lewis Basketball Football Network will be in soon. PED, what's up with you, brethren? What's good? I appreciate you coming through, bro. Right now, since you're just stepping in, it's 9-19. Indiana actually up. But PD, if you see that game the other night, man, that 30-point comeback, can't count the Raptors out for nothing, right? And that was against the Dallas Mavericks, bro. So, all right, so we got an offensive foul on Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka's been out of rhythm here lately, man. So he's gonna have to do a little better. But it was a moving screen or an illegal screen, I guess they call it now. I don't think they have moving screens anymore. I'm from the old school, you know how that go. PG said, I don't watch the USA football, I just like the channel. Oh, yeah, well, I'm doing basketball, but I appreciate you anyway, bro. Yeah, soccer, we call it football. I mean, soccer, not football, but I know what you mean. Football, no, I'm not doing football, just basketball. So Nick Nurse just catches a technical foul, and they're already down. And Nick Nurse caught a technical foul in the last game against Dallas, but it actually worked. It got his team these referees are after Nick Nurse. Now he cussing at the referee. Better chill out before he get ejected. Because if they get, he didn't do nothing but like this and turn around and walked away, and the ref gave him a tap, which that's totally uncalled for. But Miles Turner hits the first free throw, so it's 20-19. And he hits the second free throw, so it's 21-9. So the Pacers are currently on an 11-4 run. Fred VanVleet with the ball, passes it in to Ibaka, and Ibaka gets the layup, so it's 11-21. So looks like Ibaka got his first point, and he's going to need that. Holiday brings the ball down the court. Holiday dribbles, kicks the ball back, and OG Anunoby gets the ball, but it's blocked. Fred VanVleet drives the lane, loses the ball, but he gets fouled. And I think he was fouled by Miles Turner. So Nick Nurse is kind of upset, man. Nick Nurse is going to have to calm down or going to have a hard time. So Nick Nurse calls the timeout, and he's talking to the referee, but he's got one technical foul, so Nick Nurse better calm down, because if they called him for that technical, I think that these refs will be quick to kick him out of the game. You know, I got to be honest. So Nick Nurse is better calm down. But anyway, guys, looks like they're going to commercial. So appreciate everybody coming in, and hit that like when you come in if you don't mind. And real soon, my partner, Lewis Basketball Football Wrestling Network, will be in the building to join us on this game here, the Pacers versus the Raptors. This is pretty much the best thing they got smoking tonight. They got some other games on, but I think that this is the most interesting game. But what an unbelievable comeback by the Toronto Raptors. I mean, Dallas had them dead to rights. I turned the game off. I actually didn't see the end of the game. Probably about 7 minutes into the fourth quarter. What's up, Kevin? I was just talking about that Dallas Raptors game the other night. About 6 or 7 minutes into the fourth quarter, I turned the game off because I thought the Dallas had them, and they actually came back from that deficit and won. Biggest comeback in franchise history. Just amazing. But we got the Toronto Raptors versus the Pacers tonight, which is pretty much the best thing smoking. I mean, Atlanta Hawks are playing Cleveland, not really interesting. Philly, Detroit. That wasn't really a bad game, but the Wizards and the Knicks, no good. Bulls and the Magic, no good. Utah, Miami Heat, that's a decent game. San Antonio plays Memphis. Denver plays Phoenix, no good. Pelicans, Portland, Houston, Sacramento Kings. That's a late game. I didn't want to do the game that late. So we rocking out with the Raptors. But they were down 30. Down 30 points, guys, in the fourth quarter. And they brought that game back. Absolutely amazing. But it lets you know that the Raptors are solid competitors this season. That's for sure. Utah, Miami would be a good game. Yeah, it's not really a bad game. I think they'll have a good game. It's not a bad game. Lewis picked this one, so I generally let him pick the game. So So Fred VanVleet shoots the three. We back off commercial. He misses that. Miles Turner with the rebound. TJ McConnell will bring the ball up. McConnell drives the lane, kicks it back out to Miles Turner for the three. Miles Turner drains the three, 24-11. So Pacers are hitting shots. They're looking good here. Fred VanVleet comes up full-fledged up the court, passes it to Anunoby. Anunoby back out to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson over to VanVleet. They double-team VanVleet. Anunoby will drive the lane. He misses, but Ibaka gets the rebound and gets the putback. So it's 13-24, guys. 3 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first quarter. TJ McConnell will bring the ball down. Kicks it over to Miles Turner. Miles Turner to Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb back to Miles Turner. And Turner for the three-pointer. Turner's on fire right now. That's the second three-pointer in a row. Fred VanVleet. And knocked out of bounds by Jeremy Lamb. So it's 15 seconds on the clock shot. Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I was saying that since last year. I think he's extremely underrated. I think he should be right there neck and neck with Pascal Siakam for being their best player. They definitely need him. We saw old glimpses of Kyle Lowry last night in that game, though. So a wild shot by Davis. It doesn't go. Rebound by Miles Turner. 3-point shot by Lamb. That's off. Rebounded by Serge. Gets it out to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry over to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson has it on the wing. Great defense by McConnell at the top of the key. So Boucher shoots the three and hits the back of the rim. That goes out of bounds. Yeah, Vliet. Is it Fred VanVleet or Fleet? I always call him VanVleet. So McBuckets is in the building. McDermott. So Sabonis fouled on the inside. Looks like I think it was Hollis Jefferson. So Sabonis will go to the line. And, I'll tell you one thing. The Raptors are not going to be able to continue to keep starting these games off slow. You're not going to have those miraculous comebacks. That looked like an offensive foul. I mean, Sabonis kind of pushed him with the arm, but these referees have not been doing a very good job at officiating, in my opinion. And I can say that because I'm not mainstream media, so I won't get in any trouble. The referees suck this season, and they need to step their game up. So Anobi checks out, and Patrick McCall steps in for him. Sabonis for the second free throw, and he misses it. Rebounded by Boucher. So it's 13-27. Indiana up by 14. McCall brings the ball across the court. Passes it over to Davis. Lowry with the ball at the top of the key. Looking for Jefferson, calls for the Boucher screen. Dribbles around the screen. Has Sabonis one-on-one. Lowry with the step-back jump shot. Drains it. 15-27. Kyle Lowry's been playing really, that Dallas game may have given him his mojo back. TJ McConnell brings the ball up, has Davis on him. To Sabonis. Sabonis inside for the dunk, but fouled by Boucher. So Sabonis grabs his hip. Hopefully he's not hurt. Looks like he took a little bump there. I think it was when he put the screen on Kyle Lowry. I think that's what hurt his hip. Kyle Lowry's like a little tank. That guy is really a little stocky guy. So Sabonis back to the line. Didn't have much success the last time. Let's see what he does this time. Up to shoot the first free throw, and he misses again. So Sabonis is having a tough time from the line, guys. He's 0 for 3 in these last two trips to the free throw line. Sabonis for the second free throw. And he misses again. Sabonis 0 for 4. So he can't cash in either time. 15-27. Indiana up by 12. Kyle Lowry with the floater inside and fouled by Sabonis. So maybe Indiana might think about sitting him on the bench, giving him a little rest because he's totally off on offense and defense. So Kyle Lowry drains the first free throw. Kyle Lowry is a pretty solid free throw shooter. And Kyle Lowry drains the second free throw. So down to a 10-point lead, 17-27. Ball over to TJ McConnell. He'll bring the ball across the court. Blows right by Hollis Jefferson. And a three-pointer drain by Edmund Summers. So Kyle Lowry with the ball at the top of the key and fouled, and Kyle Lowry will head back to the damn free throw line. These guys got to do a better job at that. Edmund Sumner down at the other end with a nice three-pointer to give the Indiana Pacers 30. So Kyle Lowry will try to drain these two. He's been shooting really well from the free throw line this season. He drains the first one, 18-30, still a 12-point lead. Right now, the Raptors are shooting poorly from the free three-point line. That's probably why they find themselves down a bit. At 1 for 4, I believe, from the three-point line. TJ McConnell will bring the ball up, being defended by Terrence Davis. And Doug McBuckets just misses the shot. Kyle Lowry comes down, pulls up for the three. He misses that, but McCall with the rebound. He steps back behind the three-point line. He misses. And Sabonis with the rebound. So it'll be no more chances. Passes it over to McConnell. McConnell comes down full speed, hits the lane, kicks it to the corner, out to Sumner. Sumner misses. Boucher picks up the rebound, kicks it to the corner to Davis. Davis steps back, and a lot of long shots here, but these guys are missing shots. So TJ McConnell will bring the ball up, drives the lane, and looks like he took a couple of steps there, and then we'll call him for a travel. So it's 19-30, 11-point lead by Indiana. 24.3 seconds left in the first quarter, guys. Quite a bit of turnovers on both sides to begin this game. The difference is the Indiana Pacers are shooting very well from the three-point line. They're 7 for 10, and the Toronto Raptors are 1 for 4. So that's probably, has a lot to do with the difference in the score. So Lowry's working the three-point line. He gets the switch that he wants on Doug McDermott, but Fred VanVleet in the corner, and in and out by VanVleet. Kyle Lowry bats the ball out of bounds, so it's 0.4 seconds on the clock in the first quarter, guys. 30-19, Indiana up by 11, and pretty sure that's how it's going to end. And yep, 0.4 seconds is not enough time to really get a good shot off. So let me see what you're talking about. What you say there, Kevin? Going to run to the store, get some snacks, be back in the bed. Oh, yeah, okay. Appreciate you, bro. I'll be here to the end of the game, my man. So 19:30, guys, we're going to commercial. And in a bit here, my man Lewis Basketball Football Network will be joining us. This is Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Just right now, at this point, you only have D. So Indiana, speaking of Indiana, they're looking pretty good. They're playing pretty decent defense. They're not allowing the Raptors to just walk in there to the basket. They're playing them hard. They're defending that perimeter pretty well. But one of the big stories of this game is Toronto, they're not shooting well from the three-point line. So they've taken some three-point shots that have gone long, and Sabonis is doing pretty well with the I'm still out, bro. I will try to be there soon. Okay, Lewis, no problem. But since you're in here, make sure you hit that like. That's my partner, Lewis. He said he's still out, but he will be here soon. Lewis, we will be here, bro. We will be here. But, yeah, like I was saying, the Indiana Pacers, they're defending pretty good. But the big story is Toronto doesn't seem to be in very great offensive rhythm right now. So one thing you can't count on is Toronto to continue missing those shots. These guys will get into rhythm. So, as long as Indiana keeps doing what they need to do, hitting their shots, keeping up the good defense, maybe they could pull this game out. But, again, after seeing Toronto come back from 30 points down, I'm not sure. I'm say laughing my ass off. I already liked it, bro. All right, dog. I appreciate you. I knew you would. Oh, wow. They got the special effects with the cameras. Man, I tell you what, the technology these days, I grew up watching 80s and 90s basketball. Just the things that they could do with the camera and the way they can follow these guys on the floor. They got the sky cam and all of that. It's just, it's great, bro. It's great for basketball fans. Now they're coming out with this virtual. I think it may already be out, but the virtual, and they got specific cameras on the court, and it's like you're right there in the court on the game. It's phenomenal. My man Ralph in the building. What's up, Ralph? So we back, guys. Kyle Lowry with the ball, drives the lane, has Sabonis on the defense. Seems like that's the mismatch Kyle Lowry wants. And Sumner with the block. Sumner down the other court, fouled by McCall. So Sumner will head to the line. Ralph says, speaking, why you not covering the Knicks? You taking shots at me, Ralph? I would like to cover my team, man, but they suck so bad. I don't think anybody wants to listen to Knicks commentary or the Wizards for that matter. So Sumner at the line shoots the first free throw and drains it 31-19, extended to a 12-point lead by the Pacers. Just starting the second quarter for all of you guys is coming in. Pacers up, doing pretty well. Sumner misses the second Rebounding this second free throw, rebounded by Hollis Jefferson. He takes it all the way up the court. Gets tied up, kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry over to Terrence Davis. Back out to Lowry. Lowry at the top of the key. Dribbles around the Boucher screen. Gives it to Boucher. Boucher drives the lane and scores. Nice layup. Nice give and go by Lowry and Boucher. 21-31. TJ McConnell over to Sabonis. Kicks it out to McDermott. McDermott in the corner for three. And hits nothing. Air ball. But a nice rebound. Sabonis 4 seconds over to McConnell. All the way to Sumner. Nice rebound by Sabonis. So they'll get a new shot clock. 14 seconds now, guys. No longer 24. Sabonis inside. Muscles his way inside. Hits nothing. 1 second on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Great defense by the Toronto Raptors. Still 21, 10-point lead, 21-31. So this was a nice defensive series by the Raptors. I think Sumner should have took that shot right there at the top of the key. He had the guy about 3 feet away from him. You got to take that shot with 2 seconds on the clock. So Terrence Davis from the top of the key for three. He falls short. Sumner with the rebound. Nice defense by Kyle Lowry. Sumner gets around him. Wow, it was a clear smack, and the refs did not call it. You didn't even hear ball. You just heard skin smacking skin. You know, this officiating is really terrible. So on the Indiana end, you heard like a clear smack. No call on foul on Sabonis. Then Doug McDermott is actually standing down the other line, and he gets plowed into by looks like Hollis Jefferson, and then they call a blocking foul. So the refs are not doing very well with the officiating. Terrence Davis with the ball, kicks it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry throws up the pump fake for the three, doesn't shoot, tries to dribble around the Boucher. Terrence Davis shoots the three, but misses. Sabonis with a nasty pass, and Sumner can't handle it. So the ball will go right back to the Raptors, guys. Really bad pass by Sabonis. He had guys up there. I think he was trying to get the lead, but you already had 2 Raptors players ahead of Sumner, so there was no need for that long court pass like that. It's Terrence Davis will drive the lane. Nice pass into Hollis Jefferson for the dunk. So they bring it down and cut that double-digit lead to a single-digit lead, guys. 8-30. And Holiday blocked on the shot. Raptors come back up, three-pointer, and it was an offensive foul before the three-point shot went up. Unfortunate because Davis drained it, but that's a third foul on McCall. I think he'll go sit on the bench. Still 23-31, 8-point lead by Indiana. Could have brought that down to 5 right there with that three. So the referees call a foul on Boucher. And, you know, guys, I don't know what's going on with the officiating. I mean, I know that they've hired a lot of new officials, but this is kind of bad. So now a foul called on Sumner, offensive foul, and Toronto will get the ball. So these refs have blown the whistle 4 times, 4 fouls, guys, in less than a minute. Definitely have control of the game, I will say that. Kyle Lowry with the ball at the top of the key, passes it over to Ibaka. Ibaka drives the lane and gets swatted by Sabonis. Nice defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Toronto will pass the ball in, guys. So Kyle Lowry over the top to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson drives the lane, and he's fouled. And I don't know who that was on. I think maybe Doug McDermott or Justin Holiday. So they get Justin Holiday for the foul. Hollis Jefferson will go to the line so he can decrease this lead to 6-point lead. Pretty good. They was coming down from 15-point lead. Drains the first free throw, so it's 24-31, 7-point lead by the Indiana Pacers. And you know what I was saying earlier, the Raptors just came back from a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter against the Dallas Mavericks. So they're never down, even though they started off slow. You're never down if you can mount that type of lead. So Toronto's on a 6-0 run. And Doug McDermott fouled under the rim by Lowry. Lowry is kind of pissed off with one of the fans, and Lowry's over there pointing at one of the fans. Lowry better be careful because they'll call Tex. Yeah, but a lot of these fans, they get out of control, you know. We've actually seen the Sheriffs escort a couple of fans out of the arenas this season, guys. These fans are getting out of control with the things, you know, racial slurs and all of that type of nonsense. Yeah. Kyle Lowry did the right thing, though. Seemed like he just let the referees know that so the referees are reviewing the play, guys. Kind of slow down the action. 25-31, 6-point lead, 8 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter. I'm not sure what they're reviewing, though. Oh, okay. Looking at the fan, they may remove him from the stadium, but he did yell something significant. Yep, security's going over to the fan, guys. He might be getting removed. They're not playing that with these fans and the things that they're saying. But Kyle Lowry did the right thing. He didn't respond to the fan. He just pointed them out to the refs. The referees went and looked at it. And next thing I know, I seen security walking over there. So Doug McDermott at the line. He did get fouled on that play. And Doug hits the first one. So that's 32-25, back up to a 7-point lead. And Doug McDermott hits the second. So back up to an 8-point lead. Kyle Lowry will bring the ball down. Kicks it to Serge Ibaka. Out to Terrence Davis for the corner three. Terrence Davis missed. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Back over to Ibaka. Back to Terrence Davis. And offensive foul on Terrence Davis. He basically just pushes Jeremy Lamb on the ground. Silly foul by Davis. So Terrence Davis will check out and Fred VanVleet will check back on to the court. McConnell passes over to Sabonis. Sabonis with a little shoulder on Serge and gets the layout. So back up to a 10-point lead, guys. Fred VanVleet passes over to Ibaka. Ibaka turns on Sabonis, short jump hook, misses the shot. And McConnell with the save. Nice save by McConnell to get it into McDermott. McConnell will bring the ball across court. Doug McDermott for the three and drains it back up to a 13-point lead. 38-25 by the Pacers. Pacers are hot from the three-point line. That's actually what has gotten them the lead in this game. Serge Ibaka with the short jumper. He drains it. Nice stroke by Serge Ibaka. 27-38, 11-point lead. TJ McConnell quickly up the court. Gives it to Doug McDermott. Nice lead pass to Sabonis for the easy dunk. 13-point lead again, 27-40. Kyle Lowry kicks it over to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson to pass to Fred VanVleet. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Has Doug McDermott on him. Goes right around Doug McDermott to the rim. Nice move by Hollis Jefferson. 29-40. McConnell comes down the lane really quick. Stop. Pops. Drains it. 42-29. Nice stop and pop by McConnell. And Fred VanVleet loses it out of bounds off his legs. Great defense by TJ McConnell. Right now, guys, Indiana Pacers are doing all the right things. They're draining their shots. They're playing good defense. And they find themselves with a 13-point lead going into the half. So still have a little more time. We're on a commercial break. And as I said again, guys, my man Lewis from the LBFWN will be joining us. He got a little tied up, I think, coming from work. Maybe it was traffic. I don't know. But he did say he's still out and will try to be there soon. So we shall see Lewis soon. So they have the fans trying to – two guys in the crowd trying to score the most points. I love it, man. They have all of these things and they playing for some prizes. But anyway, guys, so it appears Kyle Lowry is playing really well right now. Serge Ibaka seems to have a good stroke, but the rest of these guys, they need to get into an offensive rhythm. They're getting good shots off, but they're just not making them. And it seems that the Indiana Pacers are actually on fire, especially behind that three-point line. And they're playing pretty decent defense. So if they continue to do this, the Toronto Raptors may find themselves down even further. So the fan just hits the half-court shot. Okay, so he hits the half-court shot, guys. And for hitting the half-court shot, what he wins is free Chick-fil-A for an entire year. Good for him. I would probably try to sell that because I don't eat chicken. So free Chick-fil-A. I mean, I guess I could get waffle fries for free all year. And they got pretty good strawberry lemonade there. Oh, pretty good to see those fans hit the shots. That's pretty nice. We'll say this: the Toronto Raptors are definitely missing Pascal Siakam, and best wishes to Pascal and his health and everything. But they definitely need that guy. But I do like the way that the Toronto Raptors, they're a scrappy team, and I think that they can compete with just about any team in the league. I don't believe that a lot of fans expected the Toronto Raptors to be doing as well as they are because of, Kawhi Leonard going over to the Clippers, but they're doing exceptionally well. We got to remember these guys are defending champions. So back to the game, Sabonis with the ball, passes the ball, McDermott over to TJ McConnell. Nice rebound by Jeremy Lamb, and Lamb goes back up for the shot and scores 44-29. So Indiana comes right back in and scores, guys. 15-point lead, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. So Fred VanVleet, three-pointer from the top of the key. Fred VanVleet just cannot get in the rhythm. He misses. Sabonis with the rebound, kicks it to McConnell. McConnell kicks it back to Jeremy Lamb for the three. Lamb misses the three. Nice rebound by Anunoby. Fred VanVleet comes up court full-fledged. Goes inside for the layup. Nice coast-to-coast by Fred VanVleet. 31-44. TJ McConnell will slow the ball down. Kicks it over to Jeremy Lamb. Back to TJ McConnell. Over to McBuckets in the corner. Give it to Sabonis. Back to TJ McConnell. And they kick it to the corner for the corner three. No cigar. OG Anunoby with the rebound. Fred VanVleet will drive the lane. Kicks it back out to Malcolm. And he misses that. But Serge Ibaka gets the rebound. Goes inside and scores. Nice to go inside by Serge. An 11-point lead. 33-44. So Sabonis inside. Nice inside pass by Sabonis for the easy layup. 33-46. Sabonis has a really he passes the ball really well. Nice move by Hollis Jefferson on the inside, but better defense by Doug McDermott. But it kicks out to Ibaka, and Ibaka drains the three. So here comes the Raptors, guys. 36-46. They bring it down to a 10-point lead. TJ McConnell at the top of the key. He drives the lane. Kicks it out. Doug McBuckets, top of the key for the three. Misses it. Rebounded by Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson with the pass up to OG. Kicks it to Fred VanVleet in the corner. Fred VanVleet cannot contain the ball. But it goes out on Sabonis, so it's still Toronto's ball. They'll get 14 seconds on the shot clock, guys. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the half. All right, Hollis Jefferson with the ball at the top of the court. Nice pass inside to OG Anunoby. Great layup. So it's 38-46. They cut it down to a double-digit lead again, but Miles Turner puts it back to 10 with the turnaround jump hook. All right, guys, Fred VanVleet at the top of the key. Drives the lane, goes right at McBuckets and foul on Doug McDermott. So Fred VanVleet will go to the line. So Fred VanVleet can't find his three-point shot. So what he's deciding to do is slash the lane and take it inside. I think that's pretty smart. When you can't find that three-point shot, get the easier buckets, drive the lane. And Fred VanVleet is good at going inside. So he drains the first free throw, 39-48. Whoa. Fred VanVleet for the second three-pointer free throw, and he drains that. So it's back down to an 8-point lead, guys. 40-48. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. So Aaron Holiday passes over to Jeremy Lamb. Kicks it out to TJ Warren. Warren misses the three. Rebounded by Anunoby. Fred VanVleet will bring it across the court. Drives the lane again. Kicks it out to Anunoby for his own three. Anunoby, air. Picked up by Holiday. Holiday over to Miles Turner, that was. Back over to Holiday. Holiday at the top with OG on him. They switch. So Sumner drives the lane for the easy layup. Nice move by Sumner. 40-50, back up to a 10-point lead, guys. Fred VanVleet will bring the ball across the court. And timeout call by the Toronto Raptors. So it looks like we're going to head into a commercial break, guys. So Toronto is trying to dig back in. But every time they dig back in, the Pacers put up a couple of three-pointers to keep them at bay. And, 10-point lead in this game, in this day and time with the three-pointers is not a lot, but it does give you, some comfortability going into the half. You definitely want to go into the half with some type of lead and the momentum. And that's what the Indiana Pacers have right now. And they're playing pretty good defense, but the Raptors are missing a lot of shots. And they're not going to continue to do that. Fred VanVleet is pretty cold from behind that three-point line. Anunoby's been cold from behind that three-point line. The only person who's been really consistent thus far for the Raptors has been Kyle Lowry. Excuse me, but we can't count on the Raptors, to continue to miss shots, because it's not the defense that's causing them to miss shots. They're actually missing some wide open shots. Not to knock the Indiana Pacers defense. They're actually playing good defense, but the Raptors just can't seem to find the bottom of the basket. And once that changes, we're going to have a really tight game here. So it looks like Jeremy Lamb and Brogdon is playing some type of game. I don't know. They do a lot of crazy things here, guys, at the half. So for all you guys that don't know either, I believe Malcolm Brogdon is not going to be playing in this game, which is a big loss for Indiana Pacers. They can't really afford to have too many players down. Their star player is not on the floor, and I don't think Oladipo is expected to be back until after the All-Star break. But I will say that the Pacers are doing pretty well without him, and that's a bonus. They're keeping themselves in that playoff run and that playoff race, somewhere between 5 and 6. And if they can continue to do that going into the All-Star break, it won't be long after that All-Star break that Oladipo should be back. And they'll find themselves a good position to go into the postseason. We know that, Victor Oladipo is a phenomenal player, definitely a great offensive player, good defensive player, and he's going to bring fire to the Indiana Pacers. Let's watch out for the Indiana Pacers going into that postseason. Guys, the East is very, very competitive this season. So we're back. Kyle Lowry tried to kick the ball to the corner, but Aaron Holiday gets his hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Toronto Raptors. And for all of you guys that love Christmas basketball, Lewis and D Basketball Live, we're going to be doing 2 games on Christmas Day. We're going to do the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Sixers. Ibaka just hits an air ball. Then, of course, we're doing the Lakers versus the Nuggets. Oh, I'm sorry, Lakers versus the Clippers. Just made me think Lakers versus the Nuggets. They just lost the other night. So offensive foul by Holiday, and Toronto will get the ball back. Hollis Jefferson passes it in to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet over to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry shoots the long 2. Doesn't go. TJ Warren with the rebound. He'll bring the ball across court. Kicks it over to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon tries to put the move on VanVleet. VanVleet with the good defense. Back over to Aaron Holiday. VanVleet is doing a great job on the defense on Holiday, but Holiday drives the lane, and it looks like Serge Ibaka got a piece of that. Fred comes down the lane and tries to attack the lane and gets blocked by TJ Warren. No foul on the call, just out of bounds, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Great defense by TJ Warren. He was having none of that with Fred VanVleet. So Anunoby with the ball, kicks it to Serge Ibaka. Kyle Lowry drives the lane. Lowry kicks it to the corner to VanVleet. VanVleet to Anunoby. Anunoby slices to the lane for the dunk. Back down to a single-digit lead, guys, 42-50. 1 minute and a half. So nice little 6-point run. But Jeremy Lamb with the nice floater inside, extend it back to a 10-point lead. Kyle Lowry would bring the ball across the court. VanVleet with the ball, drives the lane. Serge Ibaka slices the lane with the dunk. Serge Ibaka got tangled up and I think he elbowed his own teammate in the mouth, incidentally, of course. But Hollis Jefferson is on the ground, but Serge Ibaka with the dunk. Oh, he kicks him in the mouth. Wow, Serge Ibaka coming down. He kicks his own teammate right in the face. Oh, wow. So Hollis Jefferson, he's doing that with his jaw there. Man, that's tough, man. That's tough. It's not like the referees could call a foul because it happened from his own teammate. Serge Ibaka kicked him in the face. All right, guys, so it's an 8-point lead, 44-52. Indiana still maintaining their lead, but Serge Ibaka swings that leg out, kicks Hutchinson in the face. 42 seconds on the shot clock. Hollis Jefferson appears to be okay. It's a tough guy. Aaron Holiday dribbles around the Miles Turner screen, steps back for the three, and misses that. Oh, nice tap to Miles Turner. Turner with the putback. So they score. Brings it back up to 10. So the Indiana Pacers are killing these guys on the rebound. 27 rebounds. They're boxing out Serge, and after they do that, they're pretty much owning that glass. So another foul on Miles Turner. He fouls Kyle Lowry. It's a non-shooting foul. 7.2 seconds and a half. So Fred VanVleet for the three-pointer, and it falls short. OG saves it out of bounds and throws it toward the rim, but he doesn't hit. How's the game going? My man Kevin back from the store, back with the snacks. Indiana still up by 10, Kevin. And we just hit the halftime. So it's 44-54. Indiana up by 10 still. And Jack, what's up, bro? It's what's the score, my guy? Oh, well, there you go. 44-54. Indiana Pacers up by 10. And we just hit the halftime, Jack. I appreciate you coming by. You guys make sure you hit that like for me. So I don't have my man. Usually my man Lewis Basketball Football Network gives y'all the stats, but let me see what I could do here. I'm gonna have to look it up. But it's a pretty good game right now. Indiana's playing decent defense. But the problem with the pace, the Raptors in the first half is that they weren't in any kind of offensive rhythm. I think halfway through the second quarter, they started to pick that up. And, they dug into the lead. They were down as much as 15. And they brought it down all the way to 6. But Indiana went on another run, got it back up to 13. And then they end the half out with a 10-point lead. But for all of you guys that seen that Raptors versus the Dallas game the other night, man, Dallas had Raptors beat by far. And, they just came back. Quite amazing. And I say it again, I turned the game off. I was watching the game, and I think it was maybe 6 minutes and 50-something seconds left in the quarter. And I was like, they're not going to win this. Dallas Mavericks was up by 30 points at the time. And Toronto just went on I guess Kyle Lowry, they said, went on fire and just outscored the whole Dallas Mavericks team in the fourth quarter, and they came back to win that game. So you can't count these guys out. If they come back from 30 points, in the fourth quarter, 10 points at the half is no big deal. If Toronto wins, I'd be up 8K. Really? 8,000? Oh, wow. You're a big-time gambler, ain't you, Jack? That's what's up, my man. Congratulations to you. Well, I'm going for Toronto. I'm going to go for Toronto tonight then, Jack. I want to see you win, brother. Let's go, Toronto. Let's get it in order. Got to get them in order, Jack. Are you a Toronto fan, Jack? Is that pronounced Jacob Novak? I didn't want to say your name wrong, so I just kept calling you Jack, but it appears to be Jacob Novak. Is that right? Did I say it right, brother? So, guys, all right, let me do my rendition of the stats. And I'm not as good as my partner, Lou's basketball, but here we go. So the halftime stats, man, field goals is 46% for the Pacers and 34% for the Raptors. And like I was telling you guys, that's part of the reason they down. They're not in any kind of offensive rhythm. They're 17 from 49, and they're 2 for 19 from the three-point line, whereas the Pacers are 8 for 21. So that's making a big difference. They're shooting phenomenally, the Raptors, from the free throw line. They're perfect, 8 for 8. But, that's not going to cut it because they only have 8 free throws, which is, that means they've only been to the line 4 times, guys. The Pacers are struggling from the free throw line as a team. They're only at 46%, but they're killing them in the paint. 27 rebounds, and they're killing them in the paint. And they're really close in rebounds. So the Pacers have 18 assists, and that's pretty much your halftime stats. Let me get your scoring leaders. The scoring leader for the Raptors right now is Serge Ibaka with 15 points. Serge is in a good offensive rhythm, and they need him to stay that way if they plan on getting back in this game. Miles Turner on the Indiana Pacers side, he also has 15 points, and Jeremy Lamb right behind him with 10. So, phenomenal game. Lakers on a 2-game losing streak, to speak of. But LeBron didn't play. And, I've heard a lot of people talk about, the Lakers not being able to put the game away when Anthony Davis was gone. But what we're seeing now is, the fact that, they're going to need both of these guys to play well and be healthy to win basketball games, because these are your 2 star players. And what appears to happen, if both of these guys are not in that game, then Lakers seem to be struggling. They struggled when Anthony Davis was gone, but they definitely struggled against Denver without LeBron being there. I don't think that they were looking to win that game at all, the entire game. Denver had a pretty decent lead, and they were controlling it, and they wouldn't let the Lakers get back in. In the third quarter, they extended the lead, and the Lakers tried to get it back down, but they just couldn't. So they're going to need both LeBron and AD to stay healthy. Now, who would have thought that this early in the season it would be LeBron that goes down to injuries? A lot of people would give that to Anthony Davis since he's somewhat injury prone. I mean, in the past 3 seasons, the guy has had 8 or 9 injuries. So, but you never can tell. And, like I say about all of these teams, you look around the league and you have some injured players, significant players out. Pascal Siakam is out. Kawhi Leonard didn't play their last game. LeBron James out. So these are star players, guys. And, they're out with injury. Damian Lillard just came off of an injury. And that's going to play a factor going into this postseason. Teams have to stay healthy. And this is why I always say, let's wait until we get 50 games into the season before we start trying to make determination of who's going to be in the playoffs and who's not. You know what I'm saying, guys? But right now, we're at the half. They got some kids on the court playing some – oh, wow. So they're doing the – they're doing the highlights, and Malik Monk with the killer dunk. Kristaps Porzingis with the deep three-pointer. This was the game the other night. I remember that deep three-pointer, Kristaps. But I can't believe that the Dallas Mavericks blew that lead like that. they're definitely missing Luka Doncic. To be able to get them up 30 points, that's good. But you gotta believe that if Luka Doncic was in that game, they're not going to blow a 30-point lead against the Raptors. And then on the other end, to be fair, if Pascal Siakam was in the game, then it's a good chance that they wouldn't get a 30-point lead onto the Toronto Raptors. So, we can say either way that this is why, I have this thing that I say, availability plus durability equals eligibility. You got to be healthy. You got to stay healthy. You got to be available to be on that court. And that makes you eligible, and I just put a video up about the top 10 players of the league at this point. And, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I don't have Kawhi Leonard as the top player right now. I have Giannis Antetokounmpo as the top player. With Kawhi Leonard being on the minute restriction and load management, he's not on the floor like Antetokounmpo. The Clippers have clearly lost some games that they probably could have won if Kawhi Leonard was in the game. And I'm not going to go on what his potential is. I think we need to go on what's being done. And since he's not available, then to me, he's not eligible to be considered the number one player. That's just how I grade it. We all have our opinions. But I did put him as number 2, but I had Giannis as number 1. LeBron James is number 3. And I really can't remember the entire list, guys. I did a little research and wrote it down. But very good defensive and offensive effort right now by the Indiana Pacers. I do expect the Toronto Raptors to come into this second half with a little more fire. They're probably doing a little shoot around right now, trying to get rhythm on their jump shots. But right now, they're just not into an offensive rhythm as Toronto. They're shooting 36%, and that's just not going to cut it against most of the upper echelon teams in the league. And, Indiana Pacers, they're right there in that playoff run, playoff race anyway, this early in the season. So they're beating some teams, and they're doing pretty well. I think that it's only a 1-game split between these two teams. One team has 20 wins. The other one has 21 wins. So this is not like the Toronto Raptors are playing one of the lower teams, with 6 to 8 wins. They're playing a really decent team in the Indiana Pacers, and they're going to have to get into some kind of offensive rhythm if they expect to get back into this game and possibly win it. Jacob, let's hope that Nick Nurse can get into that locker room and give them that inspiration and that coaching voice that they need so you can win that 8K, my man. I don't have a horse in this race. I didn't until you came through, Jake. Toronto, let's do it. Let's do it for my man, Jake. Well, good luck to you on that bet, Jake. I'm not much of a gambler. I used to be back in my day, but, I had somewhat of a problem with gambling, so I had to let that go, man. I was one of those guys that needed to call Gambling Anonymous. Of course, I used to have access to a whole lot more money than I do these days, too. So I guess that has something to do with it. I don't have the money to gamble like I used to. I actually lost 16 grand one time. This was in one day, one gambling session. And that's when I was making a lot more money than I'm making now. But I don't even bet on horses or football games. I don't play craps. I was actually shooting dice when I lost that 16 grand. But I do play a little Texas Hold'em poker. We got a casino. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. So Hollywood Casino is probably about 25 minutes from me. So it's on the other side of town, which I'm glad about that because I might actually be in the casino a little more often if it was closer. But no, I don't knock anyone that gamble. I just know that I have an issue with it, and sometimes I get a little out of hand, so I decide not to do too much gambling. But for everybody that just stepped in, the score is 44-54. The Pacers are up right now. We're on the halftime. And the Toronto Raptors are trying to find their offensive rhythm. Right now they're shooting 34.7% from the field, and that's just not going to get it because the Indiana Pacers are right at 50. And the Toronto Raptors are shooting horribly from the three-point line. They're 2 for 19. It's like they can't find the bottom of the bucket behind that three-point line. Kyle Lowry has hit one, and Serge Ibaka has hit one, and that's it. On the other side, the Indiana Pacers are actually shooting pretty well. They're 38%, and they're 8 for 21 from that three-point line, and this is indicative of what's going on with this league. Turnovers are fairly even on both teams, and both teams are defending well. So, guys, 44-54 is not a big score, going into the half. So you can tell that both teams are actually defending pretty well. It could be one of those games where neither team gets over 100 or only one team gets barely over 100, which to me is indicative of decent defense. The officiating in this game is horrible right now. I will say that. I don't know what these referees are doing or what they're looking at. But I think that the Pacers are doing a good job behind the three-point line. I would like to see them, attack the basket a little more. Sometimes these teams, they get they fall in love with that three-point line. You know what I mean, guys? Let me send Lewis text. And we get ready to start this second half, guys. Let me send him the link to this. Lewis, I think I just seen him log in. So I just sent him the link. Let me call him and tell him. I think my partner's home, so he might be joining us here in a second, guys. I just sent you the link, bro.
All right, man. So, I'm going to just go log in right now, man. So,
yeah, I know. I'm not rushing. I'm just letting you know I sent you the link, and I sent you the thumbnail in your email.
Got it.
All right, bro.
I'll be in the shoot.
All right. All right, guys. So the Toronto Raptors come in with a quick score. Sorry about that. I had to talk to my partner. And Sabonis backing in Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka will get called for the foul, reaching in. Jay, what's up with you, Jay? Thanks for coming through, bro. Right now, there's an 8-point lead by the Pacers, 46-54. We just started the second half, so you end just at the right time. Pacers are playing some solid ball right now. Yes, they are. Miles Turner for the three, and Turner drains it. And the Indiana Pacers come right back out in the half and still hot from the three-point line, guys. So, 57-46. Just coming into the second half, Fred VanVleet over to Serge Ibaka for the 15-foot jumper. Serge Ibaka drains it. Serge Ibaka is actually leading the Toronto Raptors with 19 points. He's found his offensive rhythm. He needs his teammates to do the same. So Jeremy Lamb with the ball. Kicks it over to Aaron Holiday. Sabonis back to Aaron Holiday. Kicks it back out to Sabonis behind the line. Nice turn. And he kicks it to Aaron Holiday for the three from the corner. Indiana is killing it from their three-point line. 60-48. Back up to a 12-point lead, guys. Fred VanVleet will bring the ball across the court, dribble around that Ibaka screen, give and go back to Ibaka. Ibaka with the footwork, but he misses the short jump hook, almost stolen by Kyle Lowry. But Aaron Holiday is too sharp for that. So Jeremy Lamb will get the ball over. And a nice layup inside. So it's back up to 14, guys. TJ Warren just hits the layup inside. Kyle Lowry with the ball at the top of the key, passes it over to OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby with the spin on Sabonis and a nice layup. 50 to 62. So Sabonis with the ball at the top of the key. Back over to Sabonis, takes it into the lane for the easy layup. Yeah, the Raptors are really playing real small right now. The only guy that got out there with some length and height is Serge Ibaka. But we got to remember, that's where they're missing Pascal Siakam because he's longer and he's good on the defensive end. And they're really missing him right now because the Indiana Pacers are taking advantage of them in that hole. And, not only that, they seem to be getting the rebounds easier. And also, they're scoring layups and dunks easier. The Raptors just don't have the length to do anything about that right now. So I kept rambling on a little bit, guys, because my stream dropped. But I want to get back into this action right here. All right, so 55-64. It seems that the Toronto Raptors scored. TJ Warren on the inside with the short hook, and he misses everything. And TJ Warren fouls McCall trying to get the ball back. So I don't know what happened with Warren on that shot, but it was just a short jump hook, and he actually airballed it. So that was pretty funny. So it was OG Anunoby who scored to cut the lead to single digits. So 9-point game. Kyle Lowry passes over to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet dribbles around the Ibaka screen. Tries to pass it into Ibaka, but stolen by Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday with the lob to Warren for the dunk. 66-55. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice lob by Aaron Holiday to Warren. So Kyle Lowry dribbles the ball, stops, kicks it back to OG Anunoby for the three. OG drains the three. Nice shot by Toronto. Maybe Toronto can get their offensive rhythm going here. And my brother Lucas, basketball, football, what's going with you, Luke? You got a little feedback. Little microphone feedback. You can hear me through the So Toronto with another three. Here comes the Raptors guys. You can hear me. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
Well, we just went on commercial. See if you can get that sound. I'm gonna throw it on mute for a second, man. Lewis technical difficulties there. Hey, Jordan, what's up with you, Jordan? Step in the building. You do a great job. But you got to figure out football playoffs, the NFL playoffs. You know what, man? Actually, it was actually too much. Okay, that's it, Lewis. It's fixed. I used to do football.
Yeah,
you know that. That's good. So, but it's just too much, man. I do the boxing, basketball, the MMA, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up with the football. There's a lot of research and stuff that go into it, Jordan. But my man, I don't know if I can get a part. Maybe I'll go back to it. What's up, though, Lewis? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Just had to do some last-minute Christmas shopping. It was crazy. Standing in online, unbelievable. I mean, did you know this? I don't know if people know this now, but did you know that at Best Buy, you have to stand online just to get service now? Like, they're not just going to give you whatever you want, like whatever you need. You have to go online, stand there until it's actually your turn, and then actually try to get whatever it is that you need, man. Unbelievable. And it took forever.
Real quick, let me tell you this, Jordan. My man that's on here with me now, LBFWN, that stands for football, the F. So this is my partner, and you know he does a good job here. So go check him out on football. You know he's doing some commentary on football games, and that's where you'll be able to find your football right there.
Quickly, Jordan, just to let you know, man, I actually did a stream. I did just like I didn't do the actual commentary, but I was doing it. I was thinking about those who were like on the road. The game was on Fox between the Cowboys and the Eagles, and I had that game streamed so you could listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman to hear the commentary for those who were on the road, didn't get a chance to see the game actually either live or watch on television. But just believe I will be doing narrating games during the NFL playoffs. So that's wild card, divisional, conference championships, and the Super Bowl. So I will be doing that. So if you want to hear football, tune into the LBFW, and especially next week, I will be doing the game of the week. So make sure to come in, man.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Jordan, I don't know, I might talk to Lewis about that. These college championships, they are coming up, and there's 2 games left. You got a good point there. Maybe Lewis and I will do something. It's Ohio State, which y'all know I'm right here in Columbus. So it's Ohio State. They're going to see Clemson, and LSU. They're going to see Oklahoma to see who goes into this championship. So I don't know, Jordan. I'll tell you first if we decide to do something, my man.
We'll definitely talk about it.
We are back, and Miles Turner with the turnaround misses. Looks like Fred VanVleet was fouled. So, guys, down from 15 points, they bring it down to a 4-point lead. And Kyle Lowry just drains that free throw.
Everybody always talks about
and 4 seconds left in the third quarter.
And it was a great game.
So, the ball at the top of the key, passes it over to Jeremy Lamb. Down in the hole to Sabonis. Sabonis with the nice fake, but blocked, looked like by Anobi. Kyle Lowry goes straight down the lane.
So there's a foul call.
Yeah, but no whistle. I think this officiating is killing me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, the Raptors for the second straight game being down by double digits, coming back with that defense, man. Side out of bounds, it'll be Raptors basketball. So Kyle Lowry's got the ball. He inbounds it to Patrick McCaw. Gives it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry pump fakes, being guarded by Lamb. Sets the screen by Ibaka. Gets into the lane, but it gets it poked away by Jeremy Lamb. And here come back the Pacers. So Miles Turner with the ball.
Nice Jeremy Lamb right there.
Good pass. TJ Warren with the pump fake. Shoots it, misses it. Rebound Ibaka. Gives it to Kyle Lowry. Gives it to VanVleet. VanVleet looking. Gives it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry being guarded by Miles Turner. Gives it back to VanVleet. VanVleet dribbles left. Gets into the seams. Gives it to McCaw. Dribbles right into the paint and just misses. Nice move, but just couldn't finish. TJ Warren on the outlet. Kicks it out. Jeremy Lamb. Transition. Pull up 3. No good. And Anobi with the rebound.
The Pacers, guys, they can't get comfortable with that 3-point shot. They've allowed the Raptors to get back into the game by not attacking that basket. Kyle Lowry looks like he was fouled behind the 3-point line, but no shots. Called the whistle before the shot, the ref said.
Not a bad attempt by Kyle Lowry, and he was able to hit front rim on that foul, too, even though it's a non-shooting foul. Looks like Justin Holiday checks back into the game.
Checks in for Aaron Holiday.
Aaron Holiday, yep. So McCall gets
McCall with the top of the key, passes it over to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet to drive the lane and loses the ball inside, picked up by Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb will bring it across court. Jeremy Lamb dribbles around the top, pop, he misses, and nice hustle by Warren to get the rebound and the putback. 68-63, 5-point lead. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
So Kyle Lowry with the basketball, gets around the double screen, dribbles, crosses over, gets it to Ibaka and dumps it, and he scores. So Ibaka with the layup on a nice pass from Kyle Lowry. Good job by Lowry getting to the paint. 68-65, Indiana.
Hey, look, Hey, Louis, could you tell me just a little? It's the background, we can hear it through, like you can hear it through the
Oh, that must be
feed.
the game. So my apologies. I had it up a little bit. That's why.
Yeah.
Trying to set it up. So my apologies.
So the Raptors bring it all the way down to 1, guys, and TJ McConnell right through slashes the lane. He gets fouled going in by Patrick McCall. So TJ McConnell will go to the line. So since you're here, my man Lewis, take over for me for a little bit. I was waiting for you to get in here. I got to use the bathroom so bad.
All
Be right back, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while D takes care of business, I'm going to take care of business here on the commentary. So, ladies and gentlemen, like it on the LBFWN and like it on the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk channel. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize for being late, but my partner was doing a wonderful job commentating for the game. I was out shopping for gifts, and you know how gifts can be, especially on the 23rd with 2 days with Christmas around the corner. So, anyway, McConnell was at the free throw line, and he knocks both free throws down, 70-67, Indiana. Like the stream as you guys come in, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to share the stream. Appreciate it, man. So, Kyle Lowry with the basketball being guarded by Justin Holiday. Screen set by Ibaka. Kyle Lowry shoots a three-pointer in and out and just slips out. Rebound McDermott. Gives it to McConnell. McConnell cross-court passes to Warren. Warren dribbles into the paint. Gives it to Miles Turner. Tries to shoot it, but has to give it back out to Warren. Warren guarded by McCall. Dribbles, shoots the right-handed, and ooh, knocks it down. What a nice, tough shot right there by TJ Warren. And the Pacers go back up by 5. So Van Vliet with the basketball. Rocking my beard. I see you, Van Vliet. Appreciate the little look. Crosses over, dribbles left, gets into the paint, has to kick it out McCall. Bounce pass to Anunoby. Anunoby shoots a three-pointer, misses. And the ball, and Van Vliet with the hell of effort with the save, but it hands into the hands of Holloway, who gives it to McConnell. Transition, gives it to McDermott, shoots a three-pointer, hits the tip of the rim. Lowry, outlet pass to Van Vliet, and layup and scores. And the Toronto Raptors cut the lead back down to 372-69 in favor of the Indiana Pacers. So McConnell with the basketball. Miles Turner comes off. Holiday comes off the screen, gives it right back to McConnell. McConnell shoots a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Anunoby. And the Raptors have a chance to cut it to 1 or tie this game up after trailing by as many as double digits. Bounce pass to Ibaka, gets into the paint. Wow, spins it over, but he travels as Anunoby knocks down the three-pointer, which would have tied the game, but he ends up turning it over, man. So appreciate that, man. And that was a nice play by Van Vliet right there. So I want to see if they took a timeout on that. I don't think so. No. So we're still back to live action. 2:57 remaining in the third quarter, folks. So McConnell gets into the paint, shoots the jump shot, and knocks it down. Nice play right there, man. Nice play. With the Pacers go back up 74-69, up by 5. The Raptors are in this ball game, and the Raptors, Kyle Lowry ends up motioning to the referee. He mentions doing this, calls a timeout. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a timeout. The Raptors, trailing by double digits, are now trailing by 5, 74-69 on this commercial break on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk and on the LBFWN. So Tomoko says, "Hey, Lou."
Go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead.
I was just going to read what he was saying. So Tomoko says, "Hey, Lewis, do you mind watching a video of mine? It's not sports related, but you might still like it. The title of my video is Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, and the Grinch." Sounds like one of those.
It's like anime kind of. He got music. Tomoko has a pretty interesting channel. One thing I like about Tomoko's channel is he doesn't have these long, drained out videos. You know what I mean? It's really short. So yeah, check it out. I mean, if you're interested in anime, anybody that is interested in anime, and he actually has a lot of different issues, go check out Tomoko's channel. He has a lot of different little things he does there, and pretty interesting channel. But thanks for coming through, Tomoko.
All right, Tomoko.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you hit the like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will watch the video and subscribe to yours, man. It's all about supporters, man. Appreciate that. So I definitely will check your video out for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, 74-69 third quarter. And
so, man, I missed you during the halftime, Lewis. I did my best job at giving the guys the halftime stats. I hope I did a good job on that, guys.
I'm
Usually
pretty
Lewis
sure.
does that. He gives us our halftime stats and does a
I
very good
appreciate
job
that,
at
man.
it.
I'm pretty sure you did a good job in my absence, man. Appreciate that. No question
I
about
did
it.
okay.
He's like, nah, not that big a deal. All right, man. I
Yeah,
think
not that,
you did fine.
not like Cappy Don. I couldn't do it like Cappy Don, man.
Got you. Copy done, especially
Cappy
with the
Don
drop
was
out.
Luigi.
You have to say
But
that,
look,
man.
check it out. This has actually turned out to be a pretty good game. I thought that the Pacers started off well, but the Toronto Raptors came back out after that half and they dug back in and got themselves back in this game. But like I was telling you guys earlier, after seeing what Toronto did the other night against Dallas, man, I got to tell you, you can't count these guys out. You come back from 30 points in the fourth quarter. I don't think the last time we seen that, when was the last time we seen that? Was it the Lakers against the Dallas Mavericks, right? Remember that game, Lewis?
The Raptors and the Mavericks, you talking about the game yesterday that they came back from 30?
No,
30
I've
down?
said last time we've seen a team come back from that type of deficit was the Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks when Dirk was playing. Remember, Kobe and them came back from that type of lead.
Yeah, they were down by as many as 32 points, man, and they came back and they
Right.
won that game. So, yeah, I remember, I saw that game. I remember that. That was a game in early November, I believe. And Dallas was having a great season up to that point.
No doubt. So Kyle Lowry with the pass into Anobi over to Davis. Kyle Lowry at the top gives it to Boucher. Boucher drives the lane, and he's fouled by Miles Turner. So Boucher will go to the line to try to get this lead down to 3 points. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third quarter, guys. Jordan says when OKC had Ibaka, Durant, Harden, Westbrook, how bad was the coaching? Extremely bad, Jordan. And I always say that because they were bringing James Harden off the bench. I think that they should have had James Harden at the one because Russell Westbrook was horrible with decision making. Seeing what we're seeing now with James Harden, that probably would have been a good idea. But I agree with you, terrible coaching. So they go 1 for 2 at the free throw line. McConnell with the short jumper from the top. It rattles around and goes in. 76-70, 6-point lead by the Indiana Pacers. Kyle Lowry brings the ball down, goes straight to the lane, spins around, passes it back out to Anobi. Anobi comes in and he's fouled by TJ Warren. Tried to get down in there and get the charge, but he didn't get his feet set.
This is a good test for the Indiana Pacers, man. Considering the fact that, Toronto, you would think that Toronto kind of would have been tired of back-to-back nights, but you give credit to the Raptors. They're coming in and they're fighting already, man. They just came back from down 30, beat the Dallas Mavericks at home. They're down double digits right here. You might as well call them the comeback kids if they could come back and win this game. So shout out to Toronto.
And we do appreciate that. Tomoko just subscribed to you, Lewis. So we really appreciate that, Tomoko.
And I subscribe to your channel as well, so I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate that, man. So I will be checking out your anime videos.
So TJ McConnell, 1 for 2 for the line again. TJ McConnell comes down, shoots the short jumper, but he misses. Rebounded by Davis. Kicks it to Lowry. Lowry at the wing. Lowry passes it up over the top to Anobi. Anobi kicks it back out to Terrence Davis for the 3, and Davis missed, but a nice rebound. Oh, almost a rebound by Boucher. But McDermott comes up with it. TJ Warren with the ball, working on Anobi, kicks it out to TJ McConnell. McConnell over to Miles Turner. Miles Turner throws the ball away out of bounds, so it will be Toronto ball. 5-point lead, 71-76.
All right, so ball was inbounded. Kyle Lowry's got the basketball, double screen set at the top, and trying to clear out. Gives it right back. Gives it back to Davis the second. Kyle Lowry looking, kicks it back out. Shoots a three-pointer, knocks it down. And ladies and gentlemen, the Raptors are down by a basket. A basket, ladies and gentlemen. So TJ McCollum comes right back up. gives it to Doug McDermott. McDermott gives it to Miles Turner. Turner is looking, gives it to McConnell, who comes off double curl right there, kicks it out, and the three-pointer is shot, and it is missed, and rebound is to Kyle Lowry. They got numbers. Bounce pass. Oh, but he can't handle the basketball, and the Raptors turn it over. McConnell with the steal, gets into the paint, shoots the right hand, and he scores. And TJ McConnell.
Nice drive for McConnell from coast to coast, man.
Goes coast to coast, gives a 4-point lead, and McConnell has been balling in this third quarter, man. Kyle Lowry pulls up, shoots the three-pointer, knocks it down again. 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 1-point game. Kyle Lowry, I don't know what's going on in these back-to-back days, man, but he is unconscious right now. 1-point game.
And, Kyle Lowry, he took fire like this against the Mavericks, and that's what brought him back, and he's doing it again, guys. TJ McConnell drives the lane back out to Warren. Warren with the short jumper, and he hits the side of the rim. Kyle Lowry comes down with the three-pointer, slashes the lane, and Kyle Lowry all the way coast to coast, 0.2 seconds on the clock. The Toronto Raptors take the lead, guys. This is a game. We have a game. Now, I will say this. This is not looking good for the Indiana Pacers to allow the Raptors to get into offensive rhythm and momentum going into the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry is on fire.
It's so crazy, man. I did not think that Kyle Lowry had this in him. I always knew that he was a good player, a good, solid NBA player. I mean, he's made 5 All-Star teams, but if you see this Kyle Lowry in the postseason, I hate to say it, man, but Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry can become very, very, very dangerous if Kyle Lowry plays at this level that he's playing right now in the regular season. Because a lot of people were saying that after they came back yesterday, if we see this Kyle Lowry in the postseason, the Raptors may have a better chance at probably even getting deep into the playoffs than people considered initially. So this is great that I'm seeing Kyle Lowry.
To make another point, guys, Fred VanVleet has actually been off, and we know that he can take fire too. So this is a good showing by the Toronto Raptors with their star player out. Pascal Siakam is out, and with these guys to take down Dallas, and then now they were down by 15 to the Pacers, and they got themselves back into this game. This is what the Raptors need to do with their man being out. So, great basketball by the Raptors, and Kyle Lowry, man. I always say that Kyle Lowry is somewhat inconsistent, and the same goes for this season because he's been struggling, but these 3 or 4 games he's starting to come into offensive rhythm. One thing about Kyle Lowry is he definitely plays the defensive side of the ball.
And the thing I want to say is that Kyle Lowry, he may not be that much of an elite scorer, but I think what people would love to see is him play confident. He has a tendency to not play with confidence, and what happens is once he doesn't play confidently, it starts to affect the rest of the team. Because remember, your role players follow the lead of your stars, whether stars or superstars, it doesn't matter, but they follow the leaders of the team. And that's what I always said with Kyle Lowry. He has a tendency to disappear in, big games. Last year, he played very well with Kawhi Leonard. And like Dee was saying, even though he has not been as consistent, because that's been his main issue, if he can find a consistency and a confidence to play the way he's playing right now, to just give the Raptors the lead, this Raptor team will be even more dangerous for Pascal Siakam. I guarantee it.
All right, so TJ McConnell, the ball at the top, kicks it over to McConnell. Sumner kicks it out to McDermott on the corner, and McDermott drains the 3. All right, guys, we got a game here. So back up 2 points for the Pacers, but the ball's back in Kyle Lowry's hand. So here we go. Kyle Lowry comes down the court, defended by.
And Boucher with the screen, but looks like there was a foul call.
Yeah, there's a foul on Sumner. He fouled Boucher, but I don't know, man. This is shaky officiating, and I keep going back to that. And I didn't see much of a foul on Sumner. But they called it. So Lowry will bring the ball and passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson over to Nobi. Nobi to Davis. Davis finds Kyle Lowry at the top of the key, defended by Summer. And Post throws the ball away. Luckily, it gets over to Nobi. Nice rebound by Boucher, and he's fouled. And Boucher will head back to the line. So Hollis Jefferson goes to the ground. Looks like he a little slow getting up.
Yep.
So the Raptors they've been great from the free throw line, and they continue that trend. Boucher hits the first free throw, 80-81, 1-point game. 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Boucher for the second free throw, and he drains it. So it's a tie game again, guys. TJ McConnell will bring the ball across the court. So McConnell dribbles around the screen, and nice defense by Nobi. Doug McBuckets goes for the three, but Nobi with the block. He blocks it out of bounds, so it's 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Great defense.
That was great defense by Nobi. Sumner will bring the ball in, passes it out to the top to McConnell. McConnell kicks it over, back to Sumner. Sumner drives the lane, kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell drives the lane, short jumper, but he misses. Rebounded by Davis. Davis charges up the court, slows it down, kicks it to Kyle Lowry for the three, and Kyle Lowry again drains the three. 84-81. Kyle Lowry is on absolute fire right now, guys.
Unbelievable. And you know what, man? Kyle Lowry's doing the damn thing right now. Raptors up 3. So into the Sabonis, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Great defense right there by Hollis Jefferson to deflect that ball out of bounds from McDermott getting the basketball. And the Pacers will get the ball side out of bounds.
Jordan says, my boy ain't playing. Yeah, Kyle Lowry ain't playing.
Oh, no. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna check that in the timeout. That's a good question.
Holiday at the buzzer. He hits his own three to answer, so it's back to a tie game. We have a game here, guys. Kyle Lowry drives the lane, dribbles around Sabonis, and almost a steal by McConnell.
Kyle Lowry
defense by McConnell. So McConnell at the top of the key. Kyle Lowry kicks it over to Davis. Davis drives the lane. Nice pass inside to Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to Boucher, but he can't handle it and loses the ball out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Raptors. The ball will go to the Pacers. Nick Nurse already has one technical. Might want to keep it a little calm there because the referees are quick on that whistle tonight.
Very quick. So McConnell's got the basketball, gets it to Summer. Summer looking for somebody, gives it back to McConnell, swings it to McDermott. McDermott swings it back around to Sabonis, spins off of Boucher, and beautiful reverse layup by Sabonis. Did they call a foul? Oh, no, that will be an and one, so it is good and a foul. Nice move by Sabonis on the spin move by Boucher. And I think Anunoby fouled him as he laid the ball up. Let's look at the replay again. Spin. No, let's say the foul was on Boucher because Anunoby came late. That was beautiful basketball.
Said body contact by Boucher. So this quick question: how come Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's skyhook move hasn't been used in the NBA in the next generation? I don't know. Well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar mastered that shot, and it's not an easy shot to master, and it has been abandoned in this day and era. But one thing, Moko, is that the post game has also been abandoned in this era of basketball. You don't really have a lot of post players, and that was kind of a post move, so you just don't see a lot of the skyhook these days. So Fred VanVleet back in the game kicks it over to Terrence Davis. Terrence Davis double, kicks it out to Ibaka. And nice defense by the Pacers. But, wow, another three-pointer by the Raptors to tie the game. Guys, this is going back and forth, and this seems to be a three.
Davis the second on that three-pointer. And so the ball gets swinged right to McDermott, who gives it to Sabonis at the top left side of the key. Screen, gives it to McConnell, back to Sabonis, who rolls to the basket on the layup, overshots it. Good defense by Ibaka in the hands of Van Vliet, pushes it up the floor. Oh, goes behind the back right there and confuses McConnell right there and gives the ball to Hollis Jefferson on the left block.
Nice
On the
hand by Fred VanVleet.
Ibaka wants to shoot the three, has to give it up. Davis a second for three, and he knocks it down. And the Raptors go up by 3 once again. Timeout, Indiana. Unbelievable, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is a back and forth game. Both teams are playing, man. This is awesome. This is an awesome game. I'm glad we chose this one. Good choice, Lewis. We're on commercial, guys. So
I had a feeling it was going to be
you for wins. I don't know where Jacob went, but Jacob, if the Toronto Raptors win this game, Jacob wins $8K. So shout out to you, Jacob.
What?
You might have a chance. Said that they're going to win when they were down 15 points.
He could win $8K if they win this game. Wow. 10K
if they win this game. So, yeah, I told Jacob as soon as he told me that, I said, you know, I'm going for Toronto now, Jacob, because I want you to win that 8,000, buddy.
That's right.
Somebody in the stands just proposed, and she accepts it. So they're getting married, guys. They got the camera on them. That's pretty cool, man. He proposed to her at the game. She accepted the proposal.
And they are making out, making love. Now go get yourselves a room, guys. Congratulations to both of y'all, though.
I'll be right back, guys.
So I think if D's gonna get himself some loving before he comes back. D said D seeing that, man. He says he got to go take care of that real quick. But ladies and gentlemen, man, so congratulations to the lovely couple right there. And you know, it's Toronto 90, Indiana 87. Jay put right here. He says Tomoko, that shot consistency with the hook shot isn't as easy as it looks, and it doesn't look cool to kids coming up. I mean, Jay is absolutely right when you look at that because it's like what D said. We don't have post play in today's NBA. It's been abandoned. It's just kind of like now with the All-Star game, we play positionless basketball. So the big man is not even utilizing the All-Star game either. So they kind of eliminated that as well. So like if they were to get drafted into the All-Star game, because now the All-Star game is done by draft with the captains. That's how they do it now. It wasn't like that before. They don't really consider it, even if you play power forward or center, they don't consider you that when you're playing the All-Star game. They just play you out of position, and you're just drafted like that. Like that's what it's become because it's become a guards league. That's what it is right now. It's a guards league. You know, even though the best players in the game are mostly forwards, but it's a guards league. So you know that's why.
I will say this: the Toronto Raptors in the first half were horrible from the free throw, 3-point line, 2 for 19. But they seem to have found their rhythm in the second half. So back to the game, guys.
And so, Sabonis.
Okay, Sabonis with the ball kicks it back out for the three, short, but Sabonis gets the rebound over to McConnell. McConnell drives the lane, turnaround jumper, and he drains it. 1-point game, guys, 90-89.
Van Vliet with the ball gives it to Davis a second, and he dribbles right. Gives it right back to Van Vliet. Screen set by Hollis Jefferson. Van Vliet, stutter step, dribbles left, reverse right hand, and he scores. Nice move by Van Vliet, and the Raptors now lead 92-89.
All right, so TJ McConnell bring the ball across court over to Sabonis, back to Doug McDermott. Sabonis got the ball again, and passes it in to Warren. Warren almost loses the ball, and he does. Anobi picks it up, passes it to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet all the way, coast to coast for the score, 94-89. So the Toronto Raptors take a 5-point lead, guys. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
So TJ McConnell with the ball gives it to gives it right back to McConnell, who gives it to Sabonis, sets a screen, gives it right back. Good touch pass to T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren gets into the paint, and he scores. And, ladies and gentlemen, the Pacers go right back within 3, 94-91, Toronto Raptors.
Fred VanVleet's going to bring the ball across court, slows it down. Got McConnell on the defense, dribbles around the Hollis Jefferson screen, kicks it out to Ibaka for the 3, and that's too strong off the bat. Nice long court pass, but good defense by Serge Ibaka to get his hand in there and knock the ball away. 20 seconds on the shot clock, but the Indiana Pacers will retain possession. So the Toronto Raptors have come alive offensively in this second half, and that's what they needed to do to get back into this game.
And here comes the human.
Lowry checks back in, and that's not good for the Indiana Pacers.
Right back into the game comes Kyle Lowry. Pacer ball, Doug McDermott with the basketball, dumps it in, gives it to Miles Turner, who comes back out, being guarded by Davis II. So player dribbles.
So Aaron Holiday dribbles around the corner screen. Nice pass by Aaron Holiday into Warren. Warren for the quick score. Back to a 1-point game, 94-93, guys.
So Fred VanVleet's got the basketball, being guarded by Aaron Holiday. 6:02 remaining in this fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Like the stream as you come in. Screen by Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet stops, pops, shoots a three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, Sabonis. Gives it to Aaron Holiday.
Aaron Holiday will bring the ball across the court. Aaron Holiday dribbles around the screen by Sabonis, gives the ball to Sabonis. Sabonis working Ibaka inside, turn around, short hook, and he misses. And that is why they don't shoot the jump hook. You see that, Timoko?
Now you know.
Kyle has McConnell on the defense. I'm sorry, McDermott on the defense. Lowry with the drive. Nice pass to Terrence Davis. 96-93, back up to a 3-point lead. They want to talk about it. So timeout by the Pacers, guys. This is a great game. These guys are going back and forth. Toronto has come alive offensively. Kyle Lowry has come alive offensively. Terrence Davis have come alive offensively. Toronto are looking good to win their second game straight. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat right quick since we're on commercial.
And
let me scroll that because these guys were talking about Kyle Lowry. So Jordan says, Kyle Lowry been there forever. Does he leave? I don't think so, man. Tomoko said that's insightful. I think he was talking about that comment you made, Lewis. Don't see him leaving. Probably retires there. I don't think he leaves either. He's been staple in Toronto, and I think that they're going to keep him there. Probably not. Lowry's inconsistency versus contract versus his popularity. This year is the year to trade him. Well, I kind of agree with that to a certain extent, Jay. If they are going to trade him, I would agree with you. This is the year to trade him because his stock is high. You don't want to wait and then, he becomes a dud and then you can't get enough value for him. So if they do trade him or decide to trade him, I do agree with you. Now would be the time.
Oh,
maybe this is a change. Lakers are the team to beat. Anyone can. Yeah. Right now they are. Go ahead, Lewis.
Oh no, what I was gonna say was that with Kyle, getting back to Kyle Lowry real quick, I was just gonna say that on that last play before the timeout, he did a great job drawing two defenders, and Terrence Davis did a really nice job sneaking and cutting to the basket where he snuck by the defense, and Kyle Lowry gave a very nice bounce pass. And I said that you always can get easy baskets when you could get the defense falling asleep, because Kyle Lowry drew so much attention that you didn't even see the cutter behind you. That's why you gotta have eyes and ears open, and you have to know when those cutters are coming so that they don't cut to the basket, so they don't get nothing easy. So great recognition by Kyle Lowry, but an even better job by Terrence Davis cutting to the basket to where they couldn't even see him. And like D was mentioning, that Kyle Lowry has really come alive in the second half, and the Raptors overall offensively at both ends of the ball. But give the Pacers credit, man. They have fought back. It's not like if they just decided to quit, even though they've given up the lead. They're fighting right back to try to win this game. So give credit to both teams, battling, playing hard, playing good defense. And they just put a note, a stat right there. Go ahead, D.
No, I was just saying we're back to the game. Go ahead, take it. Take it.
All right, no doubt. All right, cool. All right, so Miles Turner shoots the corner three, misses, rebound. Terrence Davis is second. 96-93 Toronto. We are back, 4:55 remaining. He dribbles around, looking, gives it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's got 23 points in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Screen by Ibaka, gets into the paint, and once again, Hollis Jefferson, he gets fouled, and he lands on his back. Oh, my goodness. That was a nasty fall, ladies and gentlemen. And his Raptor teammates are immediately holding his back. That did not look good at all, folks. And Hollis Jefferson is in some pain, but it looks like he is just wincing a little bit, but he wasn't screaming in pain, but that was a nasty fall. He got undercut right there on that foul.
That's real quick, man. Tomoko, I'm a little older than I might look. I'm 44 years old. That's an old riddle, but I know the answer to that. Everybody, he says, solve this riddle. What direction is 4 plus NO5? So I'm going to give everybody the answer to this. That's actually an old riddle. If you turn that upside down, it's south.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. I got you on that one, Tomoko. Only because I knew that. I'm an old head, guys.
Right. So Hollis Jefferson makes 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. It's 97-93 Toronto with Aaron Holiday with the basketball. So, ladies and gentlemen, like the stream as you come in on both LBFWN and Speaking My Sports Talk. Sabonis with the ball, gives it to Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb passes it out to Miles Turner. Nice cut, but gets blocked by Hollis Jefferson. So good defense. Lowry pushes it up, gets it to the paint, shoots the tough shot, and looks like he got fouled. And Aaron Holiday is looking confused as to who the foul is on. And Hollis Jefferson is still wincing after that fall. Good job by Lowry and Jefferson right there on the help deep.
That was a nice stutter step by Lowry to get inside. But shout out to Robert Hunt, just stepped in the building. Robert said Lowry's a Philly guy. He'd love to bring his hometown championship, I bet. Yeah, that would be cool to see Lowry in Philly, but you got Ben Simmons there, and they got a lot invested in him. So he's a bigger point guard. Good on the defense. Only thing Simmons has to do is develop that jump shot. So I don't think that they're going to bring Kyle Lowry in to replace a Ben Simmons, but that would be kind of cool to see him in Philly.
I mean, he'd be a nice bet. And as Jeremy Lamb drops to the basket, he gets fouled.
Jeremy Lamb will head to the free throw line. It's 98-93, guys.
So Jeremy Lamb at the free throw line and knocks down the first, 98-94 Toronto. So as we wait, Jeremy Lamb getting the ball from the referee on his second free throw attempt. Let's see if he can cut this lead back up to a one-possession game. And just like that, he cuts it to a one-possession game, knocks down the second free throw. So he makes both 98-95 Toronto Raptor one-possession game with Kyle Lowry getting the ball from Davis' second, screen by Hollis Jefferson. Kyle Lowry just pulls up for 3 and misses. Front rim, gets it right back, shoots the three-pointer, misses, and rebounds Sabonis. And we have a foul.
That was actually a good call. Finally, the refs make a good call. Was a lot of contact on that rebound. Sabonis had it clearly, so I think that was a good foul, but nice hustle by the Toronto Raptors to even get the second attempt. Kyle Lowry misses 2 3-pointers back-to-back, which I know that the Indiana Pacers fan was cringing both times he put those shots up.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree with that. Jordan says when you're in the air, that's a dirty foul. Yeah, and sometimes it can be called flagrant as well. So Aaron Holiday almost loses the ball, but Turner picks it up. Jeremy Lamb goes to shoot the three, but Sabonis with the illegal screen. So another turnover, and the ball will go back to the Raptors. He got to leave those. He got to keep those feet planted. He stuck that leg out there. You can't do that. So Fred VanVleet with the ball. And Kyle Lowry slashes the lane. Nice pass inside, but good defense by Sabonis, but they called a foul. Well, nice job by Sabonis not allowing him to get the easy layup. Problem is, the Toronto Raptors have been fantastic from the line tonight, so I don't think you want to be sending those guys to the charity stripe. Hollis Jefferson is taking a beating right now. It was another hard foul on Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, it definitely is.
That I don't know, Tomoko. I never heard that one. Tomoko said, here's a little joke. How do you get out of a room with no exit with only a mirror and a table?
So I wouldn't know that.
All right, guys. So they knocked down 1 out of 2, 99 to 95, 4-point lead. Aaron Holiday with the short jumper drains it, 97 to 99, one possession game. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry will slow it down some as Jeremy Lamb on the defense dribbles around Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka takes it right to the lane and misses. But they get Hollis Jefferson knocks the ball out to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry over to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet with the short jumper. He misses. Aaron Holiday comes up with the rebound over to T.J. Warren. Nice move by T.J. Warren to score, and it's a tie game again, guys.
We are tied again.
What a game.
So Kyle Lowry
with
the
say this game is going to the wire. Go ahead, Lewis.
Yes, it is. Kyle Lowry bounces it to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson gives it to VanVleet. VanVleet just pulls up and shoots a three, and he knocks it down. And the Raptors go back up by 3. What a big-time shot by VanVleet right there. Big-time shot.
I will tell you guys this. If VanVleet gets on fire, it's going to be a problem. Sabonis for the 3. No, he tries to pass it inside, but picked off by Anunoby. Whistle blown. What do we have here?
Is it a clear path? We don't know.
No. They had a defender ahead of him.
Probably just a common foul. You know what? I got to say this. Big time shot by VanVleet, but I just thought that Sabonis, I think, should have took that initial shot because there were a lot of Raptors in the paint where that pass could have gotten deflected. And truth be told, once he made that pass, it got deflected and they turned it over. Sabonis was upset that he didn't cut, but you should have taken that shot, man, because you had a lot of space and you can shoot the 3.
So the answer to the joke is go through the entrance. Oh, that's what it goes through. Go through the entrance. All right, so 1 free throw miss, and it's 103 to 99, 4-point game, guys. Under 2 minutes. Little contact by VanVleet, but no call. Aaron Holiday with the short jumper, and Aaron Holiday is starting to catch fire, so he drains it. Back to a 2-point game, guys. 1 minute, 46 seconds left in the game. Fred VanVleet with the ball.
All right, VanVleet's got the basketball. 1:36 remaining, man. Gives the ball to Kyle Lowry. So let's see what the Raptors run here. Let's see if they get good play. Hollis Jefferson set the screen. Bounce pass by Lowry. Gets into the paint. Gives it back out to Lowry. Lowry dribbles off the glass, and he knocks it down. And the Raptors go up by 4. The Raptors showing great poise on the road right now. And this is a back-to-back, mind you. Aaron Holiday with the basketball.
And I will say,
and as I say that,
Aaron Holiday. So it's 104 to 105, guys. This is a game. We got a ball game here. 1-point game. Kyle Lowry will bring the ball up. Has Jeremy Lamb on the defense. Kyle Lowry doesn't call for the screen. He dribbles right around Lamb, throws the ball out to Ibaka. Ibaka to Fred VanVleet, step back 3-pointer. And that's off. Rebounded by T.J. Warren. Under a minute, and this is the Pacers' time to try to take the lead. Aaron Holiday, who is on fire, he brings the ball down, kicks it to the corner. TJ Warren for the three and drains it. And the Indiana Pacers regain the lead, 107-105, 40.4 on the clock. Guys, we have a game.
What a basketball game, man. What a basketball game. Woo. Back and forth, man. Jordan says, look in the mirror, then at the wall and back at the mirror to see what you saw. Use the saw to cut the table in half and join the two halves to make a hole. Put the hole on the wall and climb out. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that was a lot.
I think Jordan gave a simple answer. He said use the entrance.
Yep.
Tomoko said, nice, Jordan.
Yo, this is a great
But I think that would work too, Jordan.
That could work. That was a nice one, though. I got to give Jordan props for that one. That was nice. So, yo, ladies and gentlemen, we have a hell of a basketball game. TJ Warren just gives the Pacers, they retake the lead, man. Unbelievable. Tomoko says, let me see. So, anyone want to trade? Oh, he's talking about Lowry. He says, no. And he says it's a famous riddle. Tomoko says, I'm Canadian. I watch hockey more often than basketball, to be honest. I mean, that's okay, man. I mean, that's all good. I mean, but at least the cool thing is you got the Raptors to watch. They're one hell of a basketball team. They're the defending champions. So, it'd be something to gravitate towards to watching the Raptors play. They have a very good team, Who's your favorite? Who's your hockey team up in Canada? I know there's quite a few Canadian teams. I know there's the Montreal Canadiens. I know there's the Vancouver Canucks. Yes, I do know a little bit of hockey myself. So there you go. I told you.
Team, of course, another New York team, the Rangers.
The Islanders. I know that too. Oh, and as I say that, Kyle Lowry gets into the paint and he scores, and we are tied at 107. And D, oh, well, we just got a timeout. 34.7 remaining. Lowry scored very, very quick and checks in and goes to Oladipo right there. Nice little gesture right there between those two. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, I wonder what this Pacer team is going to look like when Oladipo comes back. And remember, Malcolm Brogdon is not playing tonight. So you get those two back. I just wonder what this Pacer team is really going to be like because they have a really nice team. The fact that they're competing and, in a dogfight with Toronto, it just shows you how competitive, as D said, that the Eastern Conference has become this year. And D said it at the beginning of the season. There will be a power shift in the conferences come this year. And D was 100% right.
Right. Because when you look at the scope of the standings, there are more successful teams on the East this year than there are on the West, just by the records. And we haven't seen that, guys, in 11 years. So, there has definitely been a power shift.
So before we go back to the game, they were showing a graphic with Lowry and Van Vliet. Van Vliet has 10 assists for 17 points, but he's only 6 of 15 from the field. But he hit a big time shot in the corner right there. A couple of plays ago. Lowry has 28 points and he has 9 assists, ladies and gentlemen. But he has 25 in this half. That just lets you know how much Lowry's balling. He had 20 in the fourth quarter yesterday in Toronto for his career high.
So the ball into Aaron Holiday, 33 seconds on the clock. Holiday dribbles around, and there's a whistle blown. The foul's on Fred Van Fleet, so 16 seconds on the shot clock.
It looks like the Raptors had a foul to give in that possession, but I think, yeah. So here we go.
Yeah, it was a foul. He grabbed it. So Aaron Holiday dribbles around and goes right around Serge, but he misses. And the Raptors come up with the ball.
And they'll get the last shot.
Missed the big shot. Kyle Lowry with the ball, but no timeout called. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it going into overtime. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, guys. It gets no better than an overtime game. Kyle Lowry short off the front of the rim. We will go to overtime. and I am loving it. It's basketball, baby.
I will say that Kyle Lowry could have got himself a better shot though, because he had a lot of time on that clock. He could have got himself a little bit closer. I thought that three he took was a little bit tough on that step back. I know he was relying on that three, and he's been playing well in the second half, but he could have got himself a better shot and maybe get into the paint and draw a foul. But it is what it is, man. We got extra basketball. Who's complaining on Speaking My Sports Talk with Lewis and D? We're not complaining. Are you guys complaining? We got 5 extra minutes of basketball.
Tomoko says the Winnipeg Jets. So, one thing about that with Kyle Lowry, I mean, you got 15 seconds on the clock, right?
Right.
If you think about this, it's a tie game. You don't need a three right there. And this is what's wrong with the league to some extent. These players are falling in love with the three-point shot. All you need is 2 points to win the game. So maybe Kyle Lowry should have kind of drove the ball, step back jumper, short jumper, or maybe, attempt to drive the ball for a step back three. He could have gotten a better shot. He kind of let the clock drain down to 4 seconds and then took a really tough shot, pretty far back from that 3-point line. But, Kyle Lowry has actually brought these guys back into the game, so I'm not going to give him too much flack for that. Let's see here. Jordan says Oladipo was a one-man show at the Magic. Yeah, man. Oladipo is a really good player, and I know they can't wait for him to get back in. In all fairness to Toronto, even though Brogdon is out, so is Pascal Siakam. So, both of these teams are missing 2 significant players. Actually, the Pacers are missing 2 themselves. So we got Eki that just stepped in the building. Is this basketball? Yes, my man, it is. And it is a great game, Eki. They have just gone into overtime, 107-107. The Pacers did lead at 15 points at one time, but the Toronto Raptors have gotten themselves back into this game. And we have an overtime game here, Eki.
5 extra minutes, man. And Eki, man, make sure to, subscribe to Speaking My Sports Talk if you haven't, or at least leave the like. Also subscribe to LBFWN. If you are a basketball fan, let us know. Do you have a favorite team, favorite player? Let us know in the comments. But like Dee said, this is basketball. And we're excited, man. On Speaking My Sports Talk, we get 5 extra minutes of basketball between these 2 great teams. And it's been an exciting game, folks. Tied at 107, man. You couldn't ask for anything better on a Monday night for the holidays, man. That's the best part about it.
So we got the tip-off guys. Miles Turner, Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka gets the tip, hits it back to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet passes the ball off to the hot man, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry back over to VanVleet. VanVleet hesitates on the 3-point shot, kicks it to Serge Ibaka for the jump hook, and Serge Ibaka drains it 109-107.
Beautiful right there. And let's see. So now TJ Warren's got the basketball, screen set by Sabonis, being guarded by Serge Ibaka, who gives it to Jeremy Lamb, dumps it into Sabonis, left block, being guarded by Anunoby, backs him down, faces a double team, kicks it out to Aaron Holiday, Lamb kicks it out to Turner, shoots the corner 3-pointer, and he knocks it down. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pacers go back up 110-109. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen.
And the action has not slowed down at all. Kyle Lowry with the ball kicks it to Serge Ibaka, dribbles around Serge Ibaka, and loses the ball out of bounds. Bad pass by Kyle Lowry. I think he should have probably taken the floater or the short jumper there.
He could have.
I agree. At the other end to beat the shot clock. So Aaron Holiday with the ball. Kicks it in the corner. TJ Warren for the 3. TJ Warren misses. Anobi comes down with the rebound and hits it to the hot man, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry dribbles around the screen, brings the ball back out, dribbles around Serge Ibaka, immediately double team, and a foul called on Jeremy Lamb. Nice hand in there, Jeremy Lamb, but he got his hand on Hollis Jefferson, so they called the foul. No hand checking. Tomoko says, by the way, guys, Jordan's answer was correct. Yeah, Jordan said that was an old joke. He knew about that one, Tomoko. All right,
All right.
so Fleet passes the ball inside to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson almost loses the ball, but nicely saved by Kyle Lowry. Fred Van Fleet with the spin. And underneath, and what a move by Fred Van Fleet. 111, 110, back and forth game, guys.
Aaron Holiday with the basketball. Screened by Miles Turner. Gets into the right wing, shoots the basketball, and he always spins in and out. But we got a foul call, loose ball foul. Looks like it is going to be on, is it Anunoby? Possibly, yeah, it's going to be on Anunoby. And Nick Nurse is letting the ref, couldn't believe it, and is letting the referee have it. You don't need a technical at this time of the game, Nick Nurse, so calm yourself down right now.
Right, Nick Nurse already called a technical in the beginning, so if he gets another one, it's see you later, Nurse.
So they try to lob it into Miles Turner, but he gets partially blocked, and they kick it back out to Holiday, who dribbles, loses it, recovered by Sabonis, shoots it, and looks like we have a foul on Van Vliet, and he can't believe it. So he had to run away out of bounds right there.
Yeah, but I think that was a good call. See, Fred Van Fleet he's pulling an old school move, and you know, in this new era of basketball, old school move.
Get away with that, man.
Yeah.
And he did follow him from behind, hitting him in his arm. So
right.
So there's no, yeah. The thing is, man, you need to play in the '90s, Fred Van, or at least early 2000s. They're not gonna let you get away with it in this era, bro.
Not at all. Not at all.
So side out of bounds.
We have a terrific game here.
T.J. Warren gives it to Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday, guarded by Van Vliet, dribbles, kicks it out to Miles Turner. Turner shoots a three-pointer, knocks it down, ladies and gentlemen. And the Pacers retake the lead, up 113 to 111. 2-point lead.
Kyle Lowry with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles around the Ibaka screen, drives to the lane, and scores. Tie game again. Nice move by Kyle Lowry. Sabonis will pass the ball in to Aaron Holiday, and he'll bring the ball across court. Guys, this is a back and forth game. These guys are battling. Nobody wants to lose. Aaron Holiday kicks the ball to Miles Turner. Back to Aaron Holiday. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the three. Holiday drains the three. It is on fire, guys. 116, 113, 3-point lead. Back up, Indiana.
Kyle Lowry with the basketball. Dribbles around, gives it being guarded by Miles Turner. We got a mismatch right here. So what is Kyle Lowry going to do? Dribbles left, tries to push off, but can't move him. Gets into the paint, gives it to Hollis Jefferson, almost loses it. Ibaka recovers, pushes off, and he gets called for the offensive foul. A big-time play by Jeremy Lamb as Ibaka gets called for the charge. And Nick Nurse cannot believe it on the bench right now.
I don't know why Nick Nurse was crying, because Ibaka clearly stuck his arm out. You see that? He stuck his arm out and pushed him. When you extend that arm like that, the referees are going to call that every time. So there's no need to complain. That was actually a good call by the referees. And Gideon just steps up in the building. What's up with you, Gideon?
He said, yeah. And so Aaron Holiday gets into the paint, kicks it out. T.J. Warren shoots a three-pointer, misses. Offensive rebound, Turner. Big rebound by Turner right there. Kicks it out to Lamb. Lamb dribbles it out. 122 remaining. It is a 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the Pacers do on this possession right here. Being guarded by Van Vliet. Lamb, great defense by Van Vliet. Gets into the paint, lays it up, and scores. And we have a 1-point game once again. Take it away, D. What a basketball game, folks.
What a game. Okay, so Aaron Holiday will bring the ball up the court, guys. 1-point game, 16 seconds for the shot clock. Aaron Holiday gets stuck, passes it out to Sabonis, over to Jeremy Lamb. Back to Aaron Holiday for the three, and he drains it. 3-pointer by Aaron Holiday. 4-point lead by the Pacers. What a big shot by Aaron Holiday to take a 4-point lead. 53.1 seconds left on the clock. We have a game. I have to keep saying this. Wow. But listen, guys, it's not over. Watch out for Kyle Lowry. Watch out for Davis. Watch out for Fred Van Fleet, because all of these guys can bring it right back to a 1-point game. Timeout, guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, just a second ago, Van Vliet had just knocked down that layup, man. I'm telling you right now. And then Aaron Holiday with the confidence comes right back and knocks down the three. This is basketball at its best. When you're not afraid of the moment, and it's like you're not afraid, you come right back. Oh, they scored. You know what? I'm going to come right back. Oh, you think that's going to be? The aggressive attack, come right back. That is NBA basketball, not being afraid, even though you had a difficult time stopping your opponent. You come right back at them. That is how you play good basketball right there.
So we have a Raptors fan that steps in the building. Lucas Murati says Raptors are the best team in the league. You sound like my man Alistair 49, but you're making the case for the Raptors now.
Is Lucas really Alistair 49? Is this a burner account? No, I'm not playing. It's all good, Lucas, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Studio B Logic says you guys are great. Thank you for that. Hey, man, Studio B Logic, we appreciate you for that, man. And if you haven't, man, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, Speaking Mind Sports Talk, and on the LBFWN. This is something that we do on the regular. So as we come back, Anunoby shoots a three. Ibaka gets the ball back. Oh, loose ball, diving both teams, and the Pacers recover the ball. So they're dribbling. They're gonna have. Let's see if they could get a stop. If they can't, they're gonna have to foul because time is looting. And so we got. And looks like the Pacers called the timeout. Once again, Nick Nurse is going crazy right now, and he is yelling at the referee. I'm shocked, so has not gotten a technical yet. He is barking at that referee right now.
I think they're holding that whistle because he's out of the game if they get a technical. But I will tell you this. Yeah. Great hustle by both teams on this play. I don't know why Nick Nurse is crying because bodies were banging all around the place. Fouls could have been called on either team. And since they held that whistle, I think that was a good time for the referees to hold that whistle.
I got to say that this is one of those moments where they called, they could have called bang plays on those dive for loose balls, man. They could have gone either way. That's 50-50 right there. So that's difficult. I actually like the fact that the refs just let them play on that before they even said anything. And the Pacers were able, they just got to the ball quicker, man. That's all you could do, man. But shout out to both teams on the hustle.
No doubt. Studio Logic B, I got to agree with you. He said Aaron Holiday is tough. Yes, he is. He is very tough. Jay says Dolan need to go by the early 2000s. He won't. Their resurrection is almost impossible with Dolan there. Yeah, listen, man. I don't even have to read the rest of that, Jay. I've been preaching this. Lewis have been preaching this. Gideon have been preaching this because we're all New York fans. And, if we could go steal the team from James Dolan, we would do that. All right, guys. So 28.1 seconds left on the clock. 9 seconds left on the shot clock for Indiana. This game is definitely going down to the wire. Jeremy Lamb brings the ball in, passes it to Aaron Holiday. Fred VanVleet gets his hand on the ball. Great defense by VanVleet. And nice defense by the Raptors.
Looks like a foul was called, though.
Was it I think that was a shot clock violation.
Let's see what happens here. Okay, so
we got a whistle, but we don't know if it's a shot clock violation or if it's a foul. But great defense by Kyle Lowry to cause that kind of confusion.
That should be a shot clock violation, in my opinion, because that was great Raptors defense on that possession. Yeah, it looks like it was shot clock violation. So if there's a timeout called, and now the Raptors will. I thought
the building says, "Can we name one NBA player?" Fred VanVleet. Nice one.
Damn. So Domantas Sabonis. I already named you three. So there you go.
So Studio Logic B says the best team is about to get beat. Oh man, I tell you what, it was a great game. I think they are at a disadvantage now because who did the possession? Did they call the shot clock violation or the foul, Lewis?
No, they called the shot clock violation. I thought they were going to call a foul because of the contest by Hollis Jefferson when he hit the hand of Holiday. But then if you saw Miles Turner right there, he quickly flipped the ball because there was just a second left. So I think they called the shot clock violation, and that's what.
Cool. So the Toronto Raptors definitely need a quick score or a three-pointer here. One or the other. They need to score quick or they need a three-pointer here. Gideon's
if they go
this game away. Wow. No, I don't think Gideon, you coming in at the end. The Raptors did not choke this game away, bro. They dug themselves back in. They was down 15 points.
Okay, they got a good shot. Lowry wide open for three, misses. Rebound, TJ Warren.
That's game.
And the Raptors foul. That will be ball game if he can knock these two free throws down.
Yeah, that'll do it up. So Let's see what happens, guys. Never say never. It's 10.8 seconds left, but let me go to the chats right quick. I don't know, Gideon. I don't think they choked it up. I'm not sure. Studio Logic B says. All right. Let me see. I don't know. I just had a little bit of a glitch. There it is. Studio Logic B says Pacers have a bright future. Wait till VO. Yeah, damn right. Wait till Victor Oladipo comes back. We were just talking about that before you stepped in. Also, Malcolm Brogdon is out as well, Studio Logic B. So when both of these guys come back, I agree with you 100%, my man. And this is something else that I called in the beginning of the season was my sleeper team. I said, watch out for the Indiana Pacers. And now people are seeing what I'm talking about. I mean, look, guys, I'm no psychic, but you got to kind of pay attention to this game and what's going on. So Kevin says, what a game. I agree with you, Kevin. Terrific, man.
It's been a great game.
Studio Logic B says, I'm jealous. The game is blacked out in Indy. Oh, that's okay, Studio Logic B. You got us, brother. We'll keep you posted play by play. My man, King Game just stepped in the building. What's up with you? King says, yo, checking in. What's good? Great game, King. You should have checked in earlier, man. We had a banger here. It's 119 and 115 in overtime right now. And looks like the Raptors are in trouble, but it was an awesome game, brother. Awesome game.
An awesome game.
Studio Logic B, I really appreciate you, my man. Studio Logic B says we rock, Lewis. He said you guys rock it. We appreciate you, man. All right, guys, here it is. So bonus with the ball, immediate foul, 9.8 seconds left on the clock. The Raptors have no timeouts, so it's looking really grim for these guys. They got to get a quick three, quick foul. And if Sabonis drains both of these, they are in really bad shape. But the good thing for the Raptors is Sabonis has been absolutely horrible from the free throw line tonight. See what he does here. I think he's like 1 for 5. And he missed it again, which I just said. The guy's not been good at the free throw line tonight.
This game is not over, folks. So Sabonis has the chance to put it up again and make it a 2-possession game. Well, it already is a 2-possession game, mind you. But at least 2 and a 3. So let's see. Second free throw is good. And will the Raptors call timeout, or are they out of timeouts? Let's see.
They're out of
timeouts. So Van Vliet gets the ball. They need a 3 quick. Van Vliet shoots the 3, misses, and that ball goes out of bounds. It will be Indiana ball, and looks like this game will be over, ladies and gentlemen. So give the Raptors credit. They fought with a valiant effort. They were able to force it to overtime, even after being down double digits. But they look like they just didn't have enough. And shout out to Indiana keeping their poise, where they could have lost this game and they fought right back. So it looks like the Pacers are going to win this game. We're just going to wait for the last 3.7 seconds. But ladies and gentlemen, what a basketball game. What a basketball.
All right. Since this game is pretty much over with, let's go to the chat and see what you great people are talking about. And Jay says, how was Lowry in the crunch and OT? Lowry was excellent in the crunch and OT, man. The problem with that is so were the Indiana Pacers. Both teams were playing fantastically in this overtime, and the Raptors just couldn't close the deal. The Pacers should have won this game because they was up by 15 points and allowed the Raptors to get back in. Nick Nurse is still talking shit on the sideline, so it doesn't matter if he gets kicked out at this point because the game is over.
Could you imagine if the referees decided to kick him out at the end of the game? That'd be so funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. Studio Logic B said, glad I found you guys. I subscribe. We appreciate you, Studio Logic B. And just to let you know, Studio Logic B, this is a collaboration. So the LBFWN, that's my man Lewis's channel. So if you don't mind, go and subscribe to him because we kind of swap, but we always do these lives on the basketball. But we definitely appreciate you, my man. We do our best to bring you guys some action and interact with you guys, not like watching basketball on television. They say what they have to say, but you're never going to be able to speak to them.
And ladies and gentlemen, just to give you guys to be clear, so me and D, we usually do this Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I was supposed to do it on my channel today, but the thing was is that I was out. So D decided to do it on his channel. So on Wednesday, we will be back on my channel and we will be doing Christmas games. And the Christmas games, as Gideon was asking, what games are we doing? We will be doing the Milwaukee. See, I was thinking about with the way the Raptors have been playing, should we do the Raptors and Celtics game? But what we picked the Bucks and the Sixers. So Bucks versus Sixers. And for the nightcap at 8 o'clock, we will be doing the Clippers and Lakers because it is the juicy game. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton against Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Real quick, guys, not to cut you off, Lewis, but real quick, while we got you guys in here, I haven't contacted IBFP, so you guys vote on it. Do you want to see? We're going to do the Lakers game at night, but you guys give us a vote right quick. Would you rather see the Celtics and who are they playing? The Raptors?
Yeah, Celtics play. It's something that could be a very good game.
Or would you guys rather see the Bucks versus the 76ers? So whatever you guys come up with, we'll take a vote here. And whatever you guys come up with, that's the game we'll do. And then I'll contact my guy because I have a boxing live to do on Christmas too. I'm just a busy man, man. I'm all around the place. You guys, okay, so we got one. Gideon says Celtics Raps. That's one for the Celtic Raps. Anybody else want to put a vote in? Celtics and the Raptors or the Bucks and the 76ers? King Got Game says Bucks and the Sixers for sure. So we got a tie, guys. Let's go. Let's get some votes in there. What early game are we going to do? It's one apiece. Celtics and the Raptors, Bucks and the Sixers. It's all about you guys. What would you like to hear from us? Come on, guys. Let's get some votes.
Guys. Vote. Come on, guys. Vote.
We need a tiebreaker. We at least need a tiebreaker. Come on, guys. One more vote.
And then we can do
with the Celtics and the Raptors.
And then if we have a
game with the Bucks and the Sixers, one more vote, guys. We need a tiebreaker. What game is it going to be?
Sir, we got a tiebreaker. Which one is it going to be? Celtics Raps or Bucks versus Sixers? Because we're already doing the nightcap. So, and I already got the thumbnail created for that one. So I think you guys will enjoy that one. So let's continue and see what you guys got, man.
Gideon says, how much do you expect the Raptors to be?
Gideon, I'm not even paying attention to that game. I don't even want to see the Warriors on TV because I already know the end result of that's going to be. So
the Rockets are going to destroy the Warriors.
I told you.
What do you say? Oh, Jay just says Sixers have more to prove. So what game is that, Jay? Give us a game. So
give us a game, Jay.
You want to see the Celtics and the Raptors, Jay? You got to give us a game, brother.
If the Sixers got something to prove, just say Bucks versus Sixers, man. Break the
down. Put those votes in. We got 2 votes in. We got the Bucks and the Sixers on Christmas or the Celtics and the Raptors. Which game? It's all about you guys. So whichever game y'all vote on, that's the game we're gonna do. We're definitely doing the Lakers and the Clippers game. We've been planning that since the beginning. So we're talking about this early game. Come on, we got 9 people in. Let's get some more votes in.
Let's get some more
votes. How much do you expect the Nuggets? Man, Gideon, you keep coming in with those questions. We need some votes.
Votes, bro. Like, come on, man.
Let's go, guys. Vote. Say, how much do you expect the Rockets to beat the Pelicans on Christmas? Wait a minute. Are they playing the Pelicans or the Warriors, man? Oh, the Nuggets to beat the Pelicans. Oh.
The Nuggets are playing the Pelicans.
I'm going to clean them up pretty good.
Yeah.
We need some more votes, guys. Come on. We only got Gideon and King. Come on, Jay. What you got, Jay? Raptors and the Celtics. Uh-oh. We got a leader. We got the Celtics and the Raptors. I think the Raptors made a case after tonight, man. I think
back-to-back games. I think they made a case for that game. The funny thing was I was leaning, but it was just for the fact that Siakam was out. But the fact that the Raptors have played so well back-to-back games, I think we could make an exception and do Celtics versus Raptors at noon.
But it's not over. But it's not over. We got 10 people in the building. We need some more of those guys. Come in. Come on. What are we going to do on Christmas Day? Are we going to do the Raptors and the Celtics? Or are we going to do the Bucks and the Sixers? We got 3 votes in. 2 for the Celtics, 1 for the Bucks. What's it going to be?
If you guys, listen, man, if you guys do a wonderful job and try to do more votes, I'll see if I can bring hot chocolate for everybody in the crew. We all
And I'll bring the eggnog with a little rum in it, of course.
I'm just sure to bring the marshmallows, man. So y'all come and drink the marshmallows with your hot chocolate while they got the eggnog, man. Hey, man, we trying to do this together. Come on, bring those votes in. Who y'all got? Who do you guys got?
I will tell you guys this: if we don't have no more votes, it seems like the Celtics and the Raptors are gonna win this vote. But
it looks like it.
We really appreciate you guys coming. It's always a good time, man. We try to make sure that we get you guys involved. I mean, if you want to just sit and hear two people talk, then you could just watch the game on television or on cable or whatever. But this is what we do to make it a little different, on commercials, on timeouts. We try to get you guys involved and get some comments in there. So I think that makes this a little better. And I always have a good time doing these games. Lewis, he always has a good time doing these games. We really enjoy you guys. We have a knowledgeable you guys are all knowledgeable in basketball, and that makes it even better, so we appreciate you guys, man, coming in and joining us and dropping your knowledge. Gideon is turning out to be a GOAT in this thing here. We had Gideon up there as a special guest a couple of times, and it won't be the last time, Gideon. Raps get their first home Christmas game ever on Wednesday. Yeah, that's huge for the Raptors, man. That's a big airtime on Christmas Day. You got a lot of people watching. Speaking of eggnog, Keem says, speaking of eggnog, I gotta pick up. Yeah. Go with my Crown. Yeah, man. You got the Crown Royal. I hear you. That's a good mix with the eggnog there, King Got Game. I hear you, my man. So said Bucks should handle the Sixers the way they're both playing. Embiid and the Sixers need to come alive versus. Yeah, they do. And it's not good for them to be going up against the Bucks when they're on a little bit of a slide, because that's a hard game to bring you out of that slide. So I agree with you on that, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what Gideon says. This will be your second afternoon game you commentated if you do the Celtics Raps. Yeah, it will. Together, I think Lewis has done quite a few himself, but together this will be our second game. But guys, the better this work out, we started this out with 2 days a week, and it worked out, and it seems like, you guys enjoy it. We definitely enjoy it. So we switched it from Tuesdays and Thursdays to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So any more votes, guys? There's 8 of you guys left. That means it's at least 5 more votes to come in. Right now, the Celtics and the Raps are winning. So if you guys want to drop a vote, it's the Celtics and the Raps, or we can do the Bucks versus the Sixers. But if not, the Celtics and the Raps is the game that we will be doing. Gideon said, I wish the NBA showed Christmas movie or a special instead of the trash Rockets versus
a nice little NBA Christmas Carol in between. Oh, how about this? You know what? You know what they could do? They could show NBA Christmas classics. And what I mean by that is classic games games in the past that have been played on Christmas. That way, that would be great. Guys will get they will get a little bit of a history lesson on the NBA history for players in the past who played. That way you get to learn about players who you probably have never heard before. With players that you're so used to seeing, from today that play on Christmas, but you get to learn the past. I mean, I used to see Shaq and Kobe on Christmas. I saw Jordan on Christmas. So, games like that, like you would definitely, enjoy and get a piece of NBA history on Christmas. There's been a lot of Christmas classics that a lot of people don't really know about. But if there was one thing I would do on Christmas in between those games that shouldn't be there, I would put NBA Christmas classics. Or as what G Money said when he was a guest on my live before D Jefferson came in, he said, and we were saying that we could put the Mavericks and the Heat on there. I said that would have been a nice Christmas matchup right there. I thought that would have been better than replacement.
Jim says, bring G Money up there more. Like I said, that was nice the other day. Nice G Money. Yeah, I agree, man. G Money was on point. All right, guys, so we still got 8 people in the house. That means there's still more votes to put in. So for everybody listening, would you rather us do the Celtics and the Raps, or would you rather us do the Bucks and the Sixers? Right now, the Celtics and the Raptors are winning, and we probably got about 5 more minutes to take some votes in, and it will be decided. G Money says, yeah. He said, I agree. NBA fans would enjoy an NBA Christmas game clip. Yep, they would. They would, man. If I had more time, if we'd thought, what we got? It's not even Christmas Eve yet. I don't know, man. I might put something together, man. I don't know, but my editing software is.
But what would you put together? Because you know what, that just gave me an idea for something that we could do a collab for tomorrow for Christmas Eve before we do Christmas games on Christmas. That just got me to thinking about something.
Yeah, well, tell me after the show. I'm there, bro.
Yep.
Tell me after the show. I'm there. I got about 5 videos to run tomorrow because I didn't do any videos today. I just did some lives, so want to put out some content tomorrow. But I'm there. Just let me know. We can do that. That does bring up that sparks a good interest, man.
Now that we're talking about Christmas and NBA Christmas clips, it just gave me an idea. Just gave me an idea, and it's like right before Christmas, right there. So, just the bulb went off of my head, just went ding, and so I was like, perfect. Just gave me.
All right, guys. So we got 3 minutes left. I'm timing it. We got 3 minutes left to put some more votes in.
Come on, guys.
Celtics versus the Raps are winning. So we got Celtics versus the Raps or the 76ers versus the Bucks. Which game would you rather us do on Christmas Day? Let's go. Got 2 minutes, down to 2 minutes. I'm watching the clock up here on StreamYard. They give us a little clock so we can see how long we've been streaming. So I'm timing it here. And we are under 2 minutes to go. And if we get no more votes, we have the game. I guess maybe you guys just want to see the Celtics and the Raps. They said, forget it. I'm not voting.
Oh, you know what? And so if you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. If you haven't done it, make sure to like the stream that you guys are on, and make sure to subscribe to my channel, LBFWN. I have left it, in the chat if you guys haven't, looked for it. And make sure, like I said, like the videos, man. LBFWN, and make sure to share this stream if you want to catch the replay on this game. Make sure to share this.
Gideon, I will say this, bro. The Knicks and the Warriors are tanking their seasons, bro. So they're not as horrible as you see them playing, but they're clearly tanking their seasons. They're getting into that lottery. I don't think that they're going to do too much to try to stretch the season. They're way behind. Both of them are at the bottom of their respective conferences. So, and with as banged up as the Warriors are, there's no need for them to try to make a run or a stretch to anything. So, Gideon says Cavs trade Clarkson to the Jazz. Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that was a good move for both teams. Need another vote?
Sixers Bucks messing with that. I hear you, Jay.
They're out here clowning, man. I swear, bro. He says the Nuggets may win by 30 versus the trash Pelicans. I mean, listen, man. Look, I came into this season, and I'm sure D was thinking the same thing. We thought the Pelicans would be better than what they were. I just think that Zion injury hurt a lot, and Lonzo Ball is proving people right for those who are saying that Lonzo has not lived up to expectations. And I said, give Lonzo. I said this year was crucial, but I think that we need to. I say probably maybe one more year. And I said if he doesn't get it together, not only is he going to be traded most likely, but then I feel like he might not be in the NBA because then the more you look at Lonzo play, then it's going to be like, well, he doesn't bring much use to what teams are looking for. And I said with the position that Lonzo plays, when you play point guard, you have to be able to shoot in this league. And unfortunately for Lonzo, he hasn't been able to shoot at a very good percentage at all in this league. And it's hurt his value a lot. And especially with the fact that his dad has vouched for him for so much. And notice that, look, he's been very bad. And it's like his dad has been very quiet, very quiet. So now everything is resting on the shoulders of LaMelo Ball. Hopefully that he can become something in this upcoming draft that's coming up. So that's why. And Brandon Ingram is clearly the star of this team. They don't play defense, and it's a very young team. So I think Zion would be impacting this team, but he's still out with the meniscus, and he won't be back until probably sometime early January or maybe mid-January. So, that's why they're going to pretty much trash him, at this point. And I think that they're going to have to be sellers now since this experiment hasn't worked out. So they may have to trade JJ Redick. They may have to trade him. And he needs to go to a contender where he can help a contender out. So, that's what it is on there.
So Gideon says JJ Redick should ask for a trade and go to a. I think he should demand a trade because let me tell you something. I think it's like the past 6 seasons. Was it the past 10 seasons? I don't know. JJ Redick has been to the playoff every season.
He's been to the playoffs ever since he came into the league. He's made the play. He has not missed the playoffs at all.
Right. So you got to think about something. Maybe I would too, because he's a very effective player. Very effective player. And they can't really get anything going down there. So I don't know. That's a good point, Gideon. I would, if I was him, I might request a trade as well. See what Jay talking about. Jay says JJ should be traded. There should be multiple possibilities. Oh, I'm pretty sure that any team in the league would be interested in him. Any team right now would be interested in a JJ Redick. He's always been a solid player. He's a killer from that 3-point line. I mean, that catch and shoot. I don't think anybody is comparable to him with the catch and shoot besides Kyle Korver. Those two guys will catch and shoot that ball just as fast as you can blink. So I don't think any team would not be interested in making a trade for JJ Redick. This guy definitely has stock in him. If LeBron and AD set out on Christmas, would you still do Clips Lakers? Well, that's far-fetched. Gideon, you taking a long shot there. No way these two guys will sit out on a Christmas Day game. Too much ratings, too big of a game. Them playing the Clippers. But if they did sit out, no. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't do that game. I would probably do the 2 games we were just having a vote on. The Sixers and the Bucks and the Celtics and the Raptors, and I would scrap that game if that was the
So I think the reason that Gideon is saying that, though, G Money saying that, is because there are reports that are saying that it is possible that Bron and AD may miss. But like D said, with the ratings very high, and it's a Christmas game, you'd just be stupid to say. I mean, I'm not saying stupid, but it's like it would just be bad for the fans who are anticipating this matchup not only from TV but at home. At the arena, but at home, and then people who are watching around the world who are basketball fans, especially fans of these players and of these teams. Like, it'd be bad for the league if both guys were to sit out, even if one of those guys were to sit out, because you want to see the best of the best. You're there to see Paul George. You're there to see Kawhi Leonard. You're there to see AD. You're there to see LeBron. Those guys are missing. It hurts the NBA rating-wise, even if you have a stock of Christmas games, because that's the premier matchup that they want to see. But,
we got to vote for a game that's not on the list. Studio Logic B says Pacers Heat.
When do they play?
I think they might play on Christmas too. But I'm gonna tell you something, Studio Logic B.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Pacers Heat. After tonight, what we watched, that's a pretty interesting game because the Heat's been playing pretty well, and the Pacers have been balling. So that would be a pretty interesting game. I think Gideon says Rockets should be playing the Nuggets. Yeah, they should be. We would have an offensive explosion, and the Nuggets would try to lock up Harden. Yeah, but back to that comment you made about the Lakers, they'll get a call from upstairs. Even if the coach was trying to do some load management or minute restriction, they will get a call from upstairs, Gideon. And they be like, hell no, we paid too much money for these 2 guys. Get them in the game. And that's really why I think that would be the case for that. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know. Tomoko has a question for you. He says, hey, Lewis, he said, don't forget to watch the
Yeah, I got you.
Title is
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange and the Grinch.
I got you. I'll be watching the video. So this is how it's gonna go. Adam Silver. This is Adam Silver calling LeBron's house. LeBron picks up. Yeah, hello. LeBron. This is Adam Silver. If you're planning to do load management for Christmas, you must be crazy because you have NBA fans who are planning to watch this game, and this is not good for the league if you're planning to lower the ratings down. This cannot happen, LeBron. You and AD, listen, I don't care if you have a muscle strain. I don't care if you have the groin injury. You are not going to set out on this Christmas game. I already told Mr. Load Management that he cannot miss this game because a lot of people are viewing this game, and it's the premier game on Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to play that game because think about it this way, Bron. It'd be good for your pockets. It'd be good for Nike. It'd be good for the brand. It'd be good for the NBA. Okay, so whatever you do, don't play to miss this game. Oh, and if you're really good, I'll let you guys have another easy schedule. All right? Yeah, sounds good, Adam Silver. All right, we won't miss this game, even though I'm hurting. But what are you gonna do about my son's son's games? I haven't been able to see his games. We'll figure that out, LeBron. Just make sure you're there to come to work. All right, boss. All right, bye.
Bye. Studio B
That's
says it's taken me 15 years to completely get past Ron Artest and become a real NBA fan again. Meta World Peace, he did drive a lot of people. I wouldn't say away from the game, but he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his on-court and off-the-court antics. And then the fact that he seemed like he was a few cards short of a full deck at the end of his NBA career. Like, the guy was a bit of a loose cannon. So, but I would never let one player, he was that dude was he was something else. Jay said LeBron and AD would be killed by a lot of outlets if they miss Christmas Day game. Yeah, I agree with that, man. Let me tell you something. These are the two biggest duos in the NBA right now. LeBron and AD and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Like, they have to be on the floor, man.
Yeah.
Forget about your sore knee, forget about your bum ankle. Get your ass in the game. I mean, I believe that's exactly what, has to happen. They got to be on the court. Would you lose respect for LeBron and AD if they don't? Nope, I wouldn't. I wouldn't lose any respect for them because, it is what it is, and it's a part of the game. All of this load management crap. Greg Popovich started it.
Yeah.
He said, Pacers Heat Friday. Okay.
Hey, what the best news is we do this not only on Monday, we don't do this not only on Wednesdays, but we do it on Fridays. So Pacers Heat will be the featured game on Friday. And I'm pretty much sure it's probably, if it's in Miami, it's a 7:30 time, probably even 7 o'clock. So it will be those early games that we love, that me and D love to do. Make sure that those are early games. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, my bad, D. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to both Speaking My Sports Talk and LBFWN. Make sure to do it and make sure to like this video. Go ahead, D.
So, Studio Logic B, you just decided the game that we're going to do on Friday, bro. That's an honor to you. Friday's game that we're going to commentate is going to be the Pacers versus the Heat. In dedication to our new guy, Studio Logic B. You actually made it easier for us. So now we don't have to decide on what game we're going to commentate. We're going to do that one for you, brother. Studio Logic B says, agree. Hey, have you heard Victor Oladipo's music? I actually haven't. I heard that he has some. I might check it out.
As a matter of fact, Studio B Logic, I have listened to Oladipo's music. I actually have some of Oladipo's music in my playlist. The guy is a hell of an R&B singer. Has very good vocals. Very good with his music. I love his voice, man. Very, very good.
Yeah, I never have. Wooly Boy says, D, you still grinding? Man, I'm always on the grind, Wooly Boy. Wooly Boy is my man on the boxing side of things. And yeah, I did a live earlier, but you know me, man. You know I am Wooly Boy. Studio Logic B says Miami. So, yep, that'll be an early game. That's a perfect game because I like the early game, Studio Logic B. I want to get out of here around 10:30. Those later games, me and Lewis is up to like 1 in the morning. All right, nods like a Bobby Leonard bobblehead. Who was that? That would be both of us. We get off.
Yeah, both of that. So G Money says, I think the Thunder will make the playoffs. OKC is 15-14 on the set. I'm gonna say this about the Thunder, man, and people have been sleeping on this team all season. When we entered this season, and when Paul George and Russell Westbrook got traded, even though they got Chris Paul, the first thing I said was, okay, they got some interesting pieces, but I felt like that they were in kind of rebuilding stage, and I felt like, okay, the Thunder in the deep West, that is the West, even though D said that there was a power shift, which, you know, I agree with, and then it ended up happening, I didn't think the Thunder were going to be a playoff team. But boy, was I wrong, because Gilgeous-Alexander has been playing unbelievable. Chris Paul looks like the Chris Paul that we saw before he kind of took down a little bit, in Houston, because he had to share more off. He had to be more off ball because he was with James Harden. But shout out to Chris Paul, who's still balling at 34 years old. Shout out to Alexander. Shout out to Gallinari. Shout out to Steven Adams. They still have a very good team over there. And the fact that I feel like they've gotten their swag back. And people also don't forget, the Thunder can be major players because Sam Presti has a lot of draft picks. He has 7 picks from 2020 all the way to 2025. So, and the Thunder they've played very well, and they're 7th in the West. They keep this up, they might be a playoff team. But like D always says, we're 29 games in. We still have to see where these teams are going to be at 40 to 50 games, possibly 60 games in for the Thunder. But I give the Thunder a lot of credit. They've played better than what I've expected.
Yep. So let me see here. Studio Logic B says Monster Talent. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Studio Logic B. I think he's talking about Victor Oladipo.
Yep.
G Money. Jay says G Money. I think the Thunder will trade out for picks. Maybe not. Oh yeah. Wooly says Happy Holidays, UD and all on chat. Peace. All right, we appreciate you, Wooly boy. Tomoko says my family and I watch A Christmas Carol this Christmas season. Yeah, man. We used to watch it. I don't really celebrate that anymore, but I'm going to spend my Christmas day with you guys. So Rockets and Thunder would have been an underrated Christmas game. Oh yeah, I don't think it would have been underrated. I think that would have been a pretty decent game, but I think with the choices we have, Gideon, I still wouldn't have picked that game. I would have picked either the Raptors or the Celtics or the Bucks or the Sixers over that game. Definitely no game is going to come over the Lakers and the Clippers. That's the battle in LA. So, but listen here, guys. I got to go upstairs and show my wife some attention. It's 10 o'clock here, and I've been, as Wooly Boy told you guys, I've been grinding all day long. I got boxing and basketball and MMA, and I gotta give the wife some time. I see the eyes, Lewis. I see the eyebrows.
I saw the twinkle in your eye, D, man. You said attention, man. So you already know what that. You know what time it is with that, man. So
the wife needs some loving. So hey guys, we definitely appreciate you, man. This is always a good time. Tomoko, Wooly Boy, Jay, Gideon. Hold on, let me scroll up. I don't want to miss anybody, man. I want to shout out everybody. Studio Logic B, our new man in the house. We appreciate you, Studio Logic B. Jay. Let me see. Let me go. King Got Game stepped in the building. We had Ralph Unreal up in here. Appreciate you, Ralph. Kevin came through. Goku's son came through. We appreciate you. Jordan, my man, Jordan was in here. Lucas Murata was in here. We appreciate you, Lucas, Tomoko, and Eke. Eke was new. Hope Eke hit the like and the subscribe button. And that about sums it up. But guys, we appreciate you. And Lewis, do your thing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a blessing. As D said, shout out to everybody who came through on the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk side for this basketball live stream between the Raptors and the Pacers. We had a great game. This is a lot of fun. Make sure you guys tune in this Wednesday for the Christmas special, as me and D got 2 gifts for you, 2 gifts of basketball games, Celtics versus Raptors and Clippers versus Lakers. And you already know how to deal, as D will always close it out on his, but I'm going to do it in the closeout with mine. So as always, make sure you like the videos. Make sure that you subscribe to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe on the LBFWN. That's LBFWN. And as I always like to say with my motto from my channel, The World Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, we pound our chest 3 times and we give them we give you the 3 symbols of the L's. We go live, laugh, love. Thank you for joining the stream. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming through. And we'll be back on Wednesday with another one. Friday, Pacers versus Heat. Be there.
And you guys know how I always end it. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.